Peace. The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Good morning, class. Say hello to Billy Madison.
Hello, Billy Madison.
You want me to take my shirt off for you?
No, thank you.
Okay, baby.
What's up? Welcome, Billy Madison Show. Good morning to you. Yeah, or good morning. Or whatever. Oh, I made him fix it. Oh, you did? Okay. Hello, Billy Madison. What's up to all the people that are watching us live right now? Yes. What's up? People watching us on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook Live.
Oh, my goodness.
Not only can you watch us live today, you can come see us later on today. Noon to 2, we're going to be at McFinnigan's Pub, Blanco Road in Lock Hill, Selma.
Oh, that's today.
First 150 people that stop by get a free limited edition 99.5 Kiss and Billy Madison Show Fiesta medal, sponsored by Game Day Men's Health.
Badass.
Hell
That's
yeah.
today.
That is today, noon to 2.
So for lunch, come hang out with us. Or just come stop by real quick and get a medal.
Yeah, you don't even have to take a picture with us.
No, God, no.
You could just get your medal and leave. Be like,
Yeah.
you could go up to Nard and be like, I hate you,
Or you go,
dumbass.
yeah, I love you, Nard. Yeah.
Or you could be like, Nard, you suck.
Yeah.
Why are you back? Go to Oklahoma. Where's my medal?
Right.
It's one per person.
One, and you have to be there.
Got to be present to get a free medal.
Yeah. First 150. So, I mean, could go quickly. Yeah, you just never know.
Or we could give 5 away if
Yeah,
nobody
I have
shows
no
up.
idea. I have no idea how today's going to go.
Never know
clue.
how these go.
Never know.
Yesterday, Nard brought up that he was upset because he went on a date with a woman and it felt more like an interrogation.
Yeah. Yes, because she had notes. Because she had done, like, my ex-wife used to do this when we got divorced and she started dating. She would, like, really look up people that she was going to go on a date with. You know, because you find some horrific things about people online.
I bet.
And this girl, when she went on a date with Nard, she found some horrific things, you know, about Nard.
Well, this guy kind of agreed with Nard and said, dating a woman after 30 is miserable. It's a job interview. What do you do for a living? Where do you live? Do you rent or do you own? Do you own a car? Are you leasing a car? Were you married? Did you get a divorce? These women want to qualify you materialistically to see if you can be their retirement plan, is what this accusation this man is making.
Okay. I mean, yes, but that's kind of how everything goes. Like, you interview and you have to fill out applications for anything you want. And if we want sex from a woman, it's like, are we really going to cry if we have to do a little interview about it? Like, oh, God forbid a girl gets to know somebody.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal.
Before she's, opens up her legs. Like, give me a break.
Is it okay if you ask if she likes mouth hugs?
I mean, if you want to get sexual with your questions just to find
Well,
out.
I mean, maybe not the first date, but
yeah, I mean, do you?
Man, I feel like that's the top question that a guy wants to ask. Because if she's like, no, that's not my favorite. No, I mean, I'll do it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right,
They
hey.
try to ask it without asking it, though.
I don't know how.
I don't either.
Get her, like, go somewhere where they got popsicles and see how she does.
I guess. But you're just trying to figure out, as a guy, you're trying to figure out how sexual is this girl without asking a question that offends. So it's tricky. But girls are also trying to find out the same thing, not sexual-wise, but they're trying to find out info from you without pissing you off. But the moment this girl had questions for Nard was like, what are you, the CIA? What is this?
Much.
What is this, a safe house?
Well,
Am I getting waterboarded?
I think that
I mean, this happened a year ago, and Nard's still pissed off about it.
I think a woman has a right to ask a guy questions. She needs to know why he got her divorce.
But the
Were
way
you a
she handled it
slimy
was weird.
scumbag? Did you cheat on your wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has
It
every right to ask.
obviously made Nard feel bad about himself.
No, not at all. It just made me feel like she was a creep.
Yeah.
I don't think asking what happened in your marriage.
Right.
It's creepy.
Mhm.
It
It
has
could
nothing
have
to do with her.
could have been your wife cheated on you. She
Mhm.
doesn't know. She just wanted to, find out.
I did find
Who
that
the villain
interesting,
is.
though, about Nard. I did. I liked it that Nard got so mad. That's what I like about Nard. He has a funny personality. Things trigger him that you wouldn't think would trigger people. And maybe, I don't know, like, maybe if I met the girl and, it was, maybe I'd understand what Nard's saying. I don't think I will. I don't think I'd have the reaction Nard does, but.
No, like, I understand. Get to know the person. Get to
Okay,
know how
this
the
is the
marriage.
same
but,
guy when we went to Walmart
Yeah.
to go get his tires, and he thought he
Right.
had a lifetime warranty that then went around headbutting all the tires in the
It is
shop.
the same
okay?
guy.
Okay.
When they were just informing him, sir,
Right.
this is the agreement that you signed.
It is the
It's
same
a
guy.
lifetime warranty,
Yeah.
but there's, your tires have no tread on them,
Right.
right? So you've driven out your warranty. And so then he freaked out, started slapping the tires, smashing his face into the tires.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same
Like,
guy.
oh, you guys are scam artists.
I know, but isn't there like a way to say it without saying it? You know what I mean? Like the way she worded it could have been worded differently.
Yeah.
Like you could
Well,
approach me differently, right?
Girls want to know.
I understand that. No, I'm totally for that.
No. I'm saying, like, they also sometimes try to test you, like, how pissed off does this guy get?
I've never had any girl do that ever.
Yeah. Well, it's fun.
Is this fun?
Yeah. I mean, I think girls are funny in how they do things and how they test out guys. The buttons that they push when they're first starting to date them.
Well,
Especially if a girl's going to date a loser like you, she's really got to find out, like, where's that limit? Like, what's up with this guy?
Derek,
What's this guy's story?
I saw this, and this may be accurate.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious. I don't know if we want to do it today or maybe next week, but there's a theory that says, so let's say you meet a woman and she becomes like a situationship, friends with benefits type thing.
Okay.
The reason that she doesn't fully commit to you is that she believes that there's somebody better for her.
Right.
So she doesn't want to fully commit to you because she feels like there's somebody better.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's keeping you there in case she can't find somebody better.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate reason why we have now what they call situationships?
I think so.
Friends with benefits, because
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, well, I got needs, but I don't want a real relationship. But they
Mhm.
would immediately want a real relationship if the right guy came along.
Yep.
So they like this guy, but they're like, I think I can do better. So I don't want to fully commit, but I don't want to just have him leave. And then he goes and then he gets somebody and then I've lost my chance. So they kind of string them along with cheeks.
Yeah, no, they both, and I think guys and girls are doing it to each other. I think what you originally said about just the guy that was like, dating in your 30s or after your 30s is just, it's insane. And it's I feel like it's the most difficult thing that people like definitely struggle with. And then recommitting after you've been through a divorce, I think is really tough.
That would be difficult.
Yeah, because you're so scarred. That's why you got to hop right back in that saddle. When you spend time out, like when you get divorced and then like you take time and you become really single and then you get used to this lifestyle of being single, I think it gets harder and harder for you.
I think you become this guy that I'm watching right now that has a squirrel as a friend.
Yeah. Or you become Nard.
Yeah. Or that guy.
Yeah. It's like, I know Nard says that he wants, a marriage and stuff like that, but I think he's lying about that completely.
No, I definitely.
I think he's enjoying just hitting that and quitting that. Like, I think he is out there just being a hound and loving every minute of it. Is what I personally think.
Just, I don't see how that ends well for him.
I don't either, but
What do you mean?
I think he's addicted
ends well
to
or
it.
ends badly?
Well, yeah, duh.
No, I'm saying like
Thank you, Nard.
No,
Thank you.
I don't understand how that even is
Well,
a bad
because
thing.
because
I'm
I'm
running my
saying
own
doesn't
ship.
think it ends well for you.
I just don't
Well,
think
what does
that
that even mean?
Well,
Like,
I'll tell you.
yeah,
I
you
don't think
die.
I don't think
Die alone?
I don't
Okay.
think I don't think a woman wants a guy that's just out there just nailing everything.
But it's okay for girls to go out there and nail everything.
See, I think you're scoring, and your scornness
Yeah.
comes off.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little anger.
And I think that you
No.
have heat for some of these girls you go on dates with.
No, not at all.
And like you show up and you're just like, all right, bitch.
I don't
Oh
say
my
anything.
gosh.
Yeah, I know. That's what
I let them. Do
I
all
can't
the
believe
talking
he does that, but he does that, I think.
because I make it about them.
He already goes in there with an attitude. With some
there-
dude.
There
He's
is
got
no
an attitude with us just talking about it.
I'm just communicating with you. That's
oh,
all.
oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, is that what
saying.
you
Like,
tell the girls?
He seems mad at you, Derek.
He is.
I'm not.
He is. I don't know why.
I'm just communicating. I'm just
Right.
saying what. Like, I don't think there's a in badly. I don't think there's an in goodly. Like, it's just like I'm just living life.
You don't think there's an in
No,
good
because
league?
I'm not gonna die alone. I got my son. Like that. I live for him.
He ain't gonna be around.
He'll be around.
No,
He's
got
gonna
a life
have his
to live.
own life. You
He's
can't.
got a life to
He's
live.
an only child, and when he gets to his adult, he's got no other.
He's got a
siblings.
life to live. I bet your son goes on to have a big old family.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh,
No, once
hey,
he
Dad."
realizes
no
how
offense.
expensive it is,
Nah,
to
he's
live,
gonna meet a girl and he's gonna drop
he's
you.
gonna want to stay.
He's
and
gonna
win
go on
around.
to have a good job. He's gonna be educated.
Yeah, but how long is that gonna take? Because you gotta go to college. That's gonna be another 8
It's
years.
gonna be quicker than you think.
Ah,
Yep.
So you're just gonna hang out with your son.
So you're just relying on it being your son that you're with.
So your
mean-
emotional needs will be met through your kid.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, I don't
that's
see a
that's
problem
not
with
good,
that.
right?
That's not good.
No. You don't want a
I don't
parent
wanna-
to
I
sit
don't
there and
want-
rely on the
I don't
kid.
want to rely on another woman because, like, if I do that, put all my eggs in one basket again and get ripped the carpet underneath me. No, that's not fun for me.
Yeah.
It was not fun for me getting that
No.
divorce.
So,
Right.
like, I'm not gonna be independent on another spouse or another woman or another
See
baby.
what I
account.
said?
You mean dependent?
See? Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
not. I'm not going to be independent.
I will
on
never
another
share
woman.
a bank account with another woman. I will never.
Wow.
Like, everything will be split down the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is not going to happen for you. So I was right. I was right that
But
Nars
you
Nars
guys-
is trying to hit
You guys
it
told
and
me
quit
that
it.
that's the norm. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. So I'm going by yours' blueprint.
What?
I don't say anything
none-
like that.
none
to
of us-
you.
No,
neither
you-
one of
you
us
guys-
said
Off
that.
the air.
You guys have.
I'm not. Don't hold me accountable what I say on this stupid show.
What?
This is a satire
Yeah,
program.
yeah,
Nard.
yeah.
Do you
what
not
do I
understand?
say outside of the show?
We just get goofy.
Right. Just get wild, man. Just get wild. I don't mean anything I say. I really don't. I don't even know what I say.
He doesn't
Except
even
for
know.
you're a giant loser. I mean that.
Okay. Can't pick and
But
choose.
yeah, he can't on the air. He's just saying it as a joke.
Ow.
He's saying you're a loser, but off the air, I'll be like, "No, you're all right, Nard."
Yeah, you're good, Nard.
Oh, okay.
You're a
Yeah,
handsome guy.
thinks you're a loser like right now because
Right.
we're on the air and we're
yeah,
broadcasting.
we're on the air. We're broadcasting, and that's how I really feel. Is that you're a loser?
Okay,
but-
see that that's how I really feel. So it's a
but when
little
we're on
muddy
the-
water
this
going
is
We're
a
on the air,
satire
you know?
program, Nard.
Yeah.
It's a muddy satire program right now.
It is
Money or did you say
It is
muddy?
Muddy.
Oh, muddy. Hmm.
It's satire. That's the whole when
Yeah.
people say stuff on the it's satire. It's,
It's
like
just
oh,
fun.
it's all it is.
Right.
We're
I'm
just
sure
having
you'll be
fun.
fine, you big loser.
You're gonna meet your you want a
He
princess
doesn't
or
want to
prince?
meet anybody.
No, I do.
He's like, I'm
I
never
just
going to
thought-
share a bank account.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
never
tell
going
you
to do
why-
none of that.
I'm not going
All
to
right.
rely on another
Nard,
woman to do
Nard,
anything for me.
I'm gonna tell you why you're not gonna meet anybody.
Why?
Because you have a metal piece of something in your hand and you're jabbing it into your fingers.
It's just-
That's why you're not gonna meet anybody.
okay.
Do you
Derek.
do this on dates?
No.
He has what is that? What is that? A
It's
metal
old,
what?
it's old paper clip.
Yeah, paper.
Okay, so you have an old paper clip that you have opened all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are stabbing it into some sort of wart that you have on your hand.
Well, he's just
Or-
cleaning up his hands.
Just,
He's getting pus out.
What are you doing?
I'm
With
not
it?
doing anything. Like,
He's getting
it's-
pus
Why
out.
are you stabbing yourself?
I wasn't just now.
Just tell him you're getting pus out.
Yeah, pus.
No, but I just watched you and now you're telling me what I saw isn't real.
No, he
I
is.
just picked it up. I had you're talking maybe yesterday when I was poking at it, but I wasn't poking at it just
Okay,
now.
why don't
Well-
you just get some wart remover?
Yeah,
It's
why
not
don't you do
a wart.
that?
It's just
It's a wart.
What
We-
is
we-
it? If it's not a
Will
wart,
you show Derek?
Eczema?
Show Derek your
it's
no.
eczema? What
no,
was that?
Show Derek your wart.
Let me see it. Oh yeah. That's like a problem that you have, right? Where you're just like you can't stop picking at yourself.
I guess.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. I
You
wish I
make it
knew.
worse though, don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, we got to get you to stop. Does it itch or something?
Do you just want me to bandage you up,
What?
like just all the way, like a mummy?
It'd be perfect.
You can't like. I need to get. Do I need to get you a cone?
Yes,
Why?
he needs
Yeah.
a cone of shame.
Yeah. That way you don't even see it. So then you're just like, you know what I mean? You're just sitting in the cone. You don't see it, and you don't pick on yourself.
Can we get one of those today? He can wear it to our event.
No, what?
Why can't I have you picking when people are coming to get their medals?
I mean, it's gonna pick regardless.
No, not if you have the cone.
Yeah, if you have the, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, let's help you out.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
you're never gonna. It's never gonna heal if you're always picking
Yeah,
at it.
we're your buddies.
Yeah,
Put the medal down.
Oh my God.
What?
Throw it away.
I got nothing
Stop
to
it.
fidget with.
You got nothing to defend yourself with.
I
Fidget.
got nothing to defend myself with.
It's fidget.
I know you said fidget, but it sounded mushed up.
I got nothing
Like
to
you said,
defend
I got
myself
nothing
with.
to defend myself with.
Let me take a quick break. We'll be back.
One 855 Billy. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Yes, Billy Madison Show. It's a good morning to you. Where was I? Oh, yeah, we were talking about Nard and his dating. Yeah, good luck.
Hell yeah.
So, passenger sticks legs out of a car driving around during a busy expressway. You know how some people stick their feet out the window?
I've seen that. Yeah,
This person has their whole legs hanging out.
that's weird.
I'd rather that than it be on the dash.
I don't know. Well, I think it was, I can't tell if that's a man or a woman, but they were going over 100 miles an hour with their legs hanging out the window.
Oh wow, living dangerously.
You know, a lot of girls like to stick their feet out the window.
Yeah, especially like road trip or something.
Not tall girls. I would say the short ones.
The short ones like to do it.
Yeah.
They like to
Yeah.
put their feet on the dash.
Yeah. The
Dance
tall
around.
ones do not do that at all.
I don't know if I've ever been in a vehicle with a tall
Do you
girl.
get flashed at all?
No.
For being an
No.
Uber driver?
Yeah, I just wondered. You know how truckers sometimes they'll get flashed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have, so nobody's like, oh my gosh, it's an Uber driver. Woo!
You know,
check
just-
out my tatas.
It is funny, like when I was a kid and you're first driving, I don't know. It's like sometimes you would be out like somewhere and like you'd have a group of like girls in a random car, like maybe flash you. Like that's happened a couple times, like driving on the highway, but like I don't think that ever happens anymore.
Not
No,
to Uber drivers, huh?
No.
Probably
NASCAR,
lit.
though.
Anybody.
NASCAR does.
Yeah, but probably lit.
NASCAR does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? When I'm driving to
Every day.
work, I don't see NASCAR on the road.
Well, no, but that's the only place. That's the only place I've ever seen.
Well, there's also Mardi Gras.
no. You said in car, like
Yes.
not on the road. That's the only place on the road that I've seen.
That's
it.
not on the road. That's at a racetrack.
No, it's on the road, like going
well,
to
like
the racetrack.
going into the racetrack, it's like
Oh,
a big
you'll see
like
party.
on the way
flashing.
there. Like
Yeah.
yeah, they're all
Sturgis is another thing. That's where my dad would go.
Yeah.
He loved to go to Sturgis, and
Yeah.
he said
Right.
that there was, ladies were always flashing.
Well, it was a big swinger fest.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just for bikers.
Yeah, but I think bikers, it means like, hey, let's swap wives, brother.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He never said anything about that.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
he
he's,
wouldn't say
he's
that to
probably
you.
not going to say that to you. Yeah.
He was going
Yeah,
there
he's
with
not
his
gonna
cousin
brag.
and his
Yeah.
brother.
He's not gonna be like, guess whose wives we banged, little brother. He's not going to do that.
I used to think that my dad, he kind of looked like a wrestler
Mm-hmm.
because he was like a big Viking-looking dude,
Yeah.
and so I thought he was kind of like a wrestler. I was like,
Mhm.
Dad, why don't you do anything like that? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of my dead foot.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to be like, oh, it's because I ain't gay.
Oh,
You know the jokes that they would do back then.
no, he didn't really do a lot of those jokes.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay.
No. He was a self-deprecating guy
Mm,
because he had a dead foot because he was a race car driver and his foot got smashed.
mm.
So that's the story that was told to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's accurate or not.
Who knows? Yeah. I mean, that's all we have to go with.
So there's this lady who she made a hologram of herself. She says she's so hot that she's made a hologram of herself, and now men can have sex with her anywhere in the world.
I mean, as a hologram, like the holograms aren't the dolls. I don't know if those are going to
All right,
take
what
off.
do you think?
her face. No.
Oh my gosh, this lady.
Oh, she's one of those ones into herself, but you don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, that's bad.
delusional.
So she made a hologram so dudes can have sex with her anywhere, but I got to be honest, I don't
Yeah.
know anybody that wants to have sex with her in real life,
Nope.
let alone a hologram.
I mean, there's definitely dudes who would still bang her for
Oh.
sure, but
Well, she's happily married but claims she is too hot to remain faithful to one person, Derek.
Oh,
She's just too hot.
so she must have like a gray body or something.
Okay, I'm going to show you here. This is her.
Yeah.
She's 45 years old.
Yep, that's what it is. Okay, cool. I knew it.
She's 45 years
Look
old.
at her body. Her body is insane.
She's 45, and she claims that she's just too hot. There's no way that she could be faithful to one man, even though she's happily married. Now, she expects her man to be totally faithful to her.
Well, because she's just cheating with a hologram.
Well, no, I think she cheats in real life.
Oh, she cheats like for real.
Yeah,
Jeez.
she is one of the more popular older OnlyFans creators,
God dang.
claiming to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars per month on the platform.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Have you not seen that where all these women are like, I'm just too hot.
No.
I'll have a husband, but I'm too hot to settle down with one man sexually.
I don't think I have seen that.
Yeah, it's all over.
I'll look for it.
There was this woman yesterday.
Yeah.
And she was like, Fridays are for me and my books. So she'll read, those dirty, spicy books.
I've heard of them.
She reads those on Fridays, and then she fantasizes about the hot men and they're in the books. And then she takes herself to Pound Town.
Oh, on Fridays?
Even though she has a husband that could do it, but she's like, no man can fully satisfy me.
Oh, okay.
So on Fridays, it's book time for me.
Damn.
My husband knows to stay away on book time.
Oh, dang it. She's reading a book.
I bet you, though, but when I saw her, I was like, he don't care.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh, no, it's book time. I'm going to miss my chance to have sex with you.
He probably likes it.
He
probably had big, giant jugs.
This other woman, I'll try to find the story. She was just she was,
I got it. Okay.
an out of shape woman.
Mm.
And so the husband's probably like, sweet.
Yeah.
Do my hobby.
Right.
Yes, Cody.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy? Hey, you do us a favor. Chris was upset yesterday. Just because that comment you made. We just got to steer clear of that.
Actually, there was no comment made.
Well, it still goes over
There's
the
no
stream.
record of it.
Yeah, there is, because it goes through the stream. Like when we dump it, it just dumps it on the radio. It doesn't dump it for the people in the stream.
You should have told him
Oh,
Yeah, so that's
yeah, you should
unfortunate.
have told me that.
Well, I'm just saying, we want to be able to take your call, but they're not going to let us take your call if you say that.
Oh, that did he really? get that upset about it?
Yeah, it gets him real upset.
Yeah, it's just because,
All right. Yeah, the truth hurts. I get it, but okay. I can make adjustments.
Okay, perfect. What do you got for us?
Nothing now.
All right, well, thank you, Cody. This dude, do we have the audio, Derek? Will you look it up? This guy agreed to be a sperm donor. Have you seen this video?
I don't think I have.
He ended up having
it's bottom of row 3.
Okay, bottom of row 3. So he agreed to be a sperm donor because the woman's like, I gotta find somebody. I want to be a mom and stuff like that. He's like, you know what? I'll help you out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stepped up to the plate too. He's like, hey, I don't want to be a deadbeat here. I helped you out. Now I kind of want to be involved in this kid's life.
Yeah.
And then
I'm probably going to jail for this. I don't care. I've stayed quiet long enough. A few years ago, I agreed to be a sperm donor. She said she just wanted the baby and not a relationship. I was young and naive, and I trusted someone that I shouldn't have. When she told me she was pregnant, I congratulated her and moved to California. I thought that was the end of it. But then she started messaging my mom. She said she had no one, and she pressured us all to be at the birth. So we did. We were all at the birth. I signed the birth certificate, and I decided to be in the baby's life as a dad. I let her and the baby live in my Airbnb for free. I had to pay child support, and she took over $52,000 from me. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Right? So $52,000, letting her live in the Airbnb, got mom involved. They were all there for the birth of the child. This woman gave him some sob story, how she just wanted to be a mom. And he was like, oh, all right, I'll help you out.
I thought I was being a dad. She started asking me to be a family. And when I refused, she called me a deadbeat online. And I stayed silent throughout it all.
So then she starts lashing out at him online. And he presented the receipts of all the rude comments that she was making about him online.
2.5 years later, I decided to take 2 DNA tests. Both of them said the same thing. I was not the father. When I shared the results, she said that I was lying and that we tampered with the test.
Before you all start believing some company with her DNA, that could have been anyone's DNA.
She filed a restraining order. A judge silenced me and made me remove all my posts based on Maria's claim that I was actually the father. Here is the court-ordered DNA test that I had to request, and it confirmed again I am not the father. And while I was silent, she kept going. She was changing dates on photos, spinning stories, manipulating people online. Some people believed her. But while she was doing that, I was uncovering the truth. Connections, manipulations, lies, and the truth about who the real father is. This is just the beginning of Maria's web of lies.
Damn. So this dude thought he was being a nice guy, right?
Yeah, he
helping
did.
this woman out, and look what happened.
I don't know.
Look what happened. He got a court order, because that's what you have to do. You have to get a court order DNA test, one that is admissible into court. That's what he got.
Yeah.
So they could establish paternity. And what do you know? So he does that. He's not the father. Sure enough, not the father.
Sucks to suck.
No kidding.
Feel bad for him.
Just be careful, fellas. Never do that.
No, yeah, never do that.
What's up, Dr. J?
Boys.
What are you doing, dude?
He's saying how don't be a sperm donor.
Yeah. That's scary. This guy was a sperm donor and ended up not being the father.
I don't understand. Like, but you willingly give your sperm, right? So anyone can have it, right?
Well, he was giving it to this woman, like turkey baster type stuff. I don't know if he was having sex with the woman. We don't know if he was doing it the traditional way or what.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
Oof.
I just saw that they're able to do a sperm transplant for men that are infertile. They're able to do a sperm transplant. Now, what is that? Is that sperm from another man that they're putting to you? Or I don't understand what a sperm transplant is.
Man, I would say that on paper, I would just say that it's a sperm donor, right? But because all of that stuff still has antigens. I mean, it can still get, like, it's a transplant, so you'll need drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, the easiest thing would just be have a sperm donor.
That's what I would
wouldn't
think.
see how that would work.
All right, Dr. J. So let's talk some boobies right now.
Yes.
I know that you have an amazing special right now. If you mentioned the Billy Madison Show, you go to drgenevievePlasticSurgery.com.
Yeah.
He's got an amazing special right now to get breast augmentation. And the advancements in breast augmentation, it's what's cool is you're telling me that the boobies, you can make them sit differently, right? Like 10 years ago they had implants. Now they got, advancement in implants. They feel more realistic. They feel like natural boobs.
Mother's Day is coming up.
They sit so they project towards you instead of out. Is that how it goes now?
Yeah, so the newest implants are getting more and more projecting and reducing the width. So people who don't like side breasts, there's even more choice for people who don't like side breasts. So that's really good. It's a really, really kind of cool thing. A lot of things are happening. There's implants that are coded differently now. It's just it's a cool time to be around. And then there's new implant companies that are coming into market. Yeah. So the issue is that most women think most women think that a breast lift is going to cure projection. Like, I'm just going to lift my breasts and have these naturally beautiful, perky breasts. In general, a breast lift doesn't cure superior, like at the top of your breast. It'll move your breast up, but you need something to create some type of projection.
I have a question. So do women lose as they age? Do they lose, I guess,
their looks,
elasticity and maybe fat in their boobs? And so then their boobs, even if they've never had children, will they lose some of the fat in their boobs as they age?
Well, yeah. And another thing is people on Ozempic right now, the Ozempic curse.
Yeah, Nard.
Nard has Ozempic curse?
Yeah, he does. His boobs are deflated.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
He had some pretty decent man boobies, but go ahead. So what happens to women's boobs on Ozempic?
Yeah, so they lose the fat content and they just become flat, and they're just elongated and flat. And then they'll come to me and like, I just want a breast lift. I'm like, that's fine, but all we're doing is changing the nipple position. You're not going to get projection. So I have to like re-educate and say like, you lost projection. You can't get projection back without putting some kind of an object, something round.
Right.
And it takes me a little bit of time, but finally people, they finally get it.
Gotcha. Okay. Hang on. Let's see if Steve's got a question. What's up, Steve?
Hey, I got a question for Dr. J. I'm losing weight a natural way, unlike Nard, and I'm trying to get rid of the fat that's around my boys, and curious about what that might run.
You know, the fat pad that you can get around your boys, and some people have it, even skinny people can have that fat pad, and so they'll go see Dr. J. Do you have a lipo situation that you could help them out with?
Oh, you mean the one that's kind of above the whole package there, sort of the pubic area?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Oh, yeah. So guys are getting lipo and a little bit of a pubic lift. It depends on how big it is and how much skin you've made, but sort of a pubic lift, if you were to say with lipo and Renuvion, and it tends to reduce the bulk.
So it'll make your guy bigger, your wiener bigger, but also you can make it flatter down there so it's, it doesn't project.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So, guys are getting that.
How many treatments of that do you need? Do you need a revision? Do you get it done once, and then if it's not perfect, then do you have to go back in?
Yeah, it depends. If the guy keeps his weight off after I do it, revisions are less than 10%. But if you are yo-yoing and your diet is yo-yoing and you're kind of not sure and you're going back and forth, then you're going to need some revisions. And I tell people that, like, are you at your lowest weight right now? Are you within 20 pounds of your lowest weight? You got to let me know, because we're not going to do this thing where I'm constantly doing revisions and you keep, you keep doing what you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I would imagine if you get that fat pad down there, they say that's a real thing, and a lot of guys get it, especially as they age. Let's go to Cody. Cody, got a good question for Dr. J?
Yeah. Hey, Doctor.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, so mine's actually on hair transplant. If you have a burn victim that, was burned really bad, would you be able to go back in there and put hair in that scar tissue?
That's a great question.
I think we've actually gone over this before, but it's good to revisit. You can actually get scar tissue exactly like that. You can put hair like in eyebrows. For example, you burn your face, right? You also burn your eyebrows, and you look a little. I don't know. The best way would be you look a little odd.
Right.
So you can take hair from anywhere and actually transplant little hairs and make eyebrows.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay. We got just a short bit of time left, but
yeah, no problem.
So obviously you got spablack.com, you got your surgery centers, Dr. Genevieve Plastic Surgery.com. Anything that you're noticing as far as trends going, is it still butts and boobs, tummy tucks, mommy makeovers?
We're getting into the realm now of not just mommy makeovers, but super mommies, which is like tummy, breast, and butt at once. And a few centers can do this. You just have to have safety in mind. You have to have people who are experienced. You have to, in my opinion, most of the time, not sometimes, keep them overnight in my hands.
Right. And
that way it stays safe. So we're able to keep you overnight, where sometimes other situations you'd have to go home.
Gotcha.
So as long as you're watched, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. Greg, you got a question for Dr. J?
Great job.
Yes, sir, I do. So my wife just had major dental surgery, and I was wondering if she needs to have a waiting period before she has a breast reduction. They found out that she has onset osteoporosis. She's 52 with triple F.
Oh, my.
And they're arching her. Yeah, they weigh like 7 pounds each.
Yeah.
So the doctor said they have to be reduced, which we're going to do it anyway because they were put in right. They're very sensitive to the nipples and whatnot. But I also have two questions in one. Does she need to have a waiting period? And also, you still have the layaway where we can start paying for this now until it's time to have it done?
Yeah, he does. Oh, I'm sorry, Doc. That's a great question, Greg. Yes, he does. And make sure you can get a consultation for free. Just go to drgenevievePlasticSurgery.com. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Back to the Billy Madison Show.
West Out Billy Madison Show. Don't forget, join us live today from noon to 2. Got to be 21 or older because it's at a pub. McFinnigan's Pub, Blanco Road in Lock Hill, Selma. Brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. What you're going to get for free is a limited edition 99.5 Kiss Billy Madison Show 2025 Fiesta Medal. We only have 150. When they're gone, they're gone.
Yep.
So we would love for you to join us today. It's one per person. So that's today, noon to 2. Just drop by. Only take a minute. Say, I'd like a medal. And be like, Nard's a bitch.
You could say that.
I mean, should we make a special, I don't know, password that you have to give us to get the medal? Like, Nard's a big, giant, dumbass bitch. Derek can't stand him. He's going to be alone forever. Nard sucks.
Free.
Get him off the show.
Yeah.
Can I have my medal, please? You're right. I've already said they could have one just by asking. I don't know. You know, changing the rules at the end.
Oh, man. That'd be bad.
You know what, though? I'll give you a nice high five if you just say Nard sucks.
Okay.
How about that? Nice little high five.
That's cool.
Yeah, no problem. Did you see this crazy landlord? So this landlord, I guess, wanted their money before it was due.
Yeah.
Well, then the landlord gets into this lady's apartment.
Yeah.
And then pretends that the lady in the apartment that's renting the apartment attacked her. What she didn't know is that the son was recording this crazy landlord. Really? She just threw herself on the ground and acted like she was being attacked.
This is the shocking moment a landlord was caught on camera falling to the floor and claiming she was being assaulted by her tenant.
I hit my head on this chair table.
Vontice Wines was at her rented townhouse when her landlord, Lisa Anderson, entered the home and reportedly got upset that Vontice did not pay her rent earlier than its due date.
She acted so crazy.
Yes, she did.
What a dumbass.
I mean, that'd be unfortunate to rent from a crazy landlord.
Oh, imagine this. Imagine renting a place.
Mhm.
There's rats in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry, but if you break your lease, you still got to pay.
And it's like, there's rats in here.
There's, rats are huge.
Yeah.
They're basically a tenant. It's like having a roommate.
Yeah, pretty disgusting. Rat problem at an apartment turned into an expensive headache for a renter in Phoenix.
Yeah, it's important to know, though, you have a lot of rights as a renter here in Arizona. So on your side, Susan Campbell is joining us right now with what everybody needs to know, Susan.
Yeah, so, I mean, you hear rats right away and you're like, no, thank you. You understand why this renter was so concerned. So this is all about really health and safety.
Yeah, I mean, if you have kids, they've chewed like babies' fingers off.
They have.
Yeah, rats are nasty.
Issues. We're talking about rats right now, but soon we know we will get lots of calls about problems with broken air conditioners. And this is all under the health and safety umbrella. We talked with a renter who says there were rats all over her new apartment, chewing through food wrappers and knocking food out of cabinets. She says she has an underlying health issue and decided to move out, but she ended up with a $4,400 bill to move out.
Wow, man, that seems messed up.
Yeah,
you got
that wouldn't
some
be
rats
good.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like you should be able to sue them.
You should. It feels like there should be some kind of laws protecting you there, but I don't know how that works with like landlords, and I guess depends on the state you're in.
Do you know anything about nitrous oxide?
Nothing. No, never took it.
Nor do you?
No.
Did you ever inhale it? Well, you know, when you lived in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You never, I don't know.
Is that the stuff that you put in, like, Fast and Furious?
Feel like, man, I don't know if that's that stuff when you go to the dentist and you're like,
okay.
oh, give me the gas.
Got it.
I don't know if it's that, but anyways, I don't know drugs. I apologize. I wish I did.
Is that the air that you get, like, when you take the whipped cream straight from the bottle?
Maybe.
You know, you get
It's a
little
great
whippets,
guess.
right?
No, you used to whippets, right? You used to do those, right?
He still does. He's a Galaxy gas guy.
Driver caught speeding while inhaling the nitrous oxide by police.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. 100%.
The whippets?
Yeah. It's like the Galaxy gas kids, whippets, same thing. That's what the nitrous oxide is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Gosh, they'll use anything to get high. There were kids in Miami that were using human turds.
Yeah.
Like about 10 years ago, they were using human feces to get high off that gas.
Yep.
Wish I was making that up, but they really were. They were like, hey, man, you get a great high from turds.
Yeah, they will use anything. And like this stuff's real bad for you. I think it like literally burns a hole like right through your brain.
I believe it. You know what's funny is that because we just think, oh, we're the only ones that have beer and drugs and stuff like that. But in the animal world, there's some animals and bugs and different things that get hammered off of stuff.
Yeah, there's a guy that is convinced that honey badgers, like, they love to get bit by poisonous snakes because, like, they get real high and, like, pass out from it.
I feel it's maybe in Madagascar, they have these, I don't know if it's a millipede or something, but it's some sort of, I think it's a millipede. It's got, like, all these legs. Anyways, they're poisonous, right? Toxic. Yeah. Well, they like them. They like to chew on them and eat them, but, you know, because the poison makes them kind of get high a little bit.
Yeah. Might knock them out.
Yeah.
No, there are animals. They like to get high.
They're just look, Nord, you love getting high.
I do. It's the best feeling.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, this guy, Nord's a big drug head.
No, he's a big poser. That's what he is. Yeah. He's a big time poser.
Let's see here. Corpse of bodybuilder 47 seen in background as girlfriend 25 FaceTimed his family.
Oh God. They're like, hey, what's that in the background?
Hey,
yeah.
That looks like somebody we know.
Oh no, it's nobody.
The family has been left devastated after a father of two died unexpectedly and was buried with no confirmation of the cause of death, nor where he was laid to rest.
Well, that's sad.
So they don't even know. But I guess when the woman FaceTimed him, they swear that they saw their son's body in the background when she was FaceTiming him.
Yeah.
So they don't know if this woman, like, killed him.
I don't know either. But, yeah, she sounds... I mean, women be killing, like we always say.
This is pretty wild. You know how they have beauty pageants, right? And they used to have this thing called the bikini part, right? Where you put the bikini on, you do a little walkout.
Yeah.
Right? And it got the fellas real amped up to watch those. Ladies would watch it too. And so then they would judge you on your bikini.
Right.
Well, now they have thrown out that outdated bikini modeling part.
Okay. Because the big girls?
No.
Oh.
So instead, they're going to do CPR skills.
Okay.
That could be cute.
So you like this? You don't think it's bad?
No, I don't think so.
You know, trying something different.
Yeah.
So instead of walking around in a bikini, they're going to do CPR and like a test dummy. You know, not like a human, but you know, those dummies. You like that?
Yeah.
So you get turned on by watching women do CPR?
He does.
Well, no, by just doing work.
Okay. You get turned on watching women work?
Yeah.
Like just in general?
Well, yeah. It's kind of sexy, don't you think?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And sexy when they're just kind of laying around.
Hey, but you like what you like.
No, that's boring.
You like what you like.
Ugh.
A woman claims that you can look at a guy and tell his wiener size.
I believe it.
What should a woman bring to a relationship? And I also got a lady that says she's never going 50-50. We'll get to that next.
Back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
What's up, Billy Madison Show? I believe the Queen's going to be on today. Nora, do you mind reaching out to her and ask her, say, hey, you going to come on the show today?
Is.
What's that?
She is.
Okay, did you text her?
Oh, she's promoting it.
Okay, badass. So she's going to call in today, right?
Yeah, she should, yeah.
All right, so if you have a divorce question, she'll be able to answer your divorce question.
Well, Nard has no idea.
What do you mean he has no idea?
He just, oh, yeah, she should.
Okay, well, she doesn't give you your number, right? Is there a restraining order still in effect?
Yeah.
There is no restraining order.
That's why she's not going to be here today.
No.
What?
That's why. That's what.
ridiculous.
Usually she would be here, but that restraining order, that protective order that you filed against you, right?
No.
Facts.
Just couldn't control yourself.
I could control it.
We had when she comes in studio, we have to make Nard sit on his hands.
No, absolutely. He has to come sit by me.
We almost should get that Hannibal
Like-
Lecter thing in.
I can keep an eye on him.
Yeah, keep an eye on that rascal.
I have to.
So this woman claims that all women have this superpower.
Okay.
This ability to be able to, and you may have it, not realize that you have it, but every woman is able to do this. And that is
A lot of people you can look at and you sort of guess what size penis they've got.
yeah. She says all women, with a little practice, with a little help, with a little knowledge, you'll be able to look at a guy and kind of know just what he's packing.
I believe it.
What do you think?
Oh,
no.
I'd say not skinny, but like more of a slim 7 inches.
We'll take it.
I can imagine yours like 5.5 curves up.
Damn.
And she might have been correct there.
I think she probably was.
And so
she's seen enough of them.
She has. It's that Lily Phillips lady. The one that did like hundreds of dudes, and then Spring Break. She just
You
does a
can't
bunch
tell
of
me
guys.
that she's not going to be accurate with this.
Probably has a lot of knowledge in that area.
Tons.
Little bit of an expert, but she's saying you could unlock that superpower as well. And you should be able to look at a guy and kind of assess and be off maybe by a half an inch or so, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You should be able to assess like, hey, what's this guy working with?
No, I agree.
So I thought that was kind of funny.
Talented.
I wonder how many ladies are like, oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Ladies probably just don't brag about it, but I'm sure I don't know. Maybe they are like, oh, I just wonder what it is. It's a mystery to all of them.
I saw a woman and she had posted on Reddit and she was like, okay, he checks every box.
Yeah.
Except that box.
Damn.
What do I do?
Sucks.
He checks every single box but that box.
But that's probably why he's still out there.
It could be.
A
lot of ladies, maybe caught him and threw him back.
Yeah. I bet a lot of ladies have been like, damn, he checks every
He's
box.
more of
but
a
that
catch and
box.
release.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, I can't nestle down with something like that forever. She was, she was on. She was like, hey, he checks every box, but I just know that I would cheat on him, and that wouldn't be nice to him.
Yeah. That's good for her to at least be able to, recognize that about herself.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Like, hey, that really is like she has to have a conversation with him. Like, hey, you're a great guy.
Great guy.
I just don't know if you tell him that that's the box that he's missing.
I don't think you should.
Yeah.
He'll find his special woman. I just sent
because there are girls out there that, I just saw one yesterday. She was doing like a Ask Me Anything. And she's like a girl that's got quite a bit of followers on Twitter.
Big boobs.
Big boobs. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, I like tiny ones.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You saw her too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. She was, she was like, I like tiny ones. So.
Well, remember we talked to we talked to a lady as well as we played some audio of a lady that says she prefers the small ones because she doesn't want her house wrecked.
And so that's what I'm just, the only reason I'm saying that is to bring up that, he'll find somebody.
Yeah, there's going to be somebody out there. And maybe there's some women, seems to be a little bit of a movement of women that kind of want the smaller ones.
I would hate to be with a girl though that's like, oh, I like tiny ones.
Why?
Because that just means that she's had like a really big one and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
Or she's had multiple really big ones and didn't like it.
I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I'd
rather be with a girl that's like, I want a big one, because that just means that she's had tiny ones.
No, that's dangerous, I feel like.
So would you rather have a lot of tiny ones than just one big one?
I think it'd be better if
Are you
she
serious?
No, here's the thing. I think it would be
hundreds of little
Hundreds of-
peepees.
here's the thing. I think it's better if she had the big one and she didn't like it, so then she doesn't wonder what it's like. I think it's more dangerous if she wonders what it's like. So if she's already, tackled the big one, then at least she can be like, oh, I do not like that. And she knows she doesn't like it. But if it's still a mystery for her, she doesn't know, and she's nestling down with this,
Right.
Slim Jim.
I just think mysteries are fine for a woman because they don't ever do anything about them.
I feel like at some point,
like they're not adventurers. Like a guy, if he's like really curious about something, like, oh, I wonder what this place is
no,
like.
the women still hear that Indiana Jones song in their head too. Dan, 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 wiener. Dan, 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 dan. Yes, it's way more dangerous, Derek, if she has never had a big one and wonders what it's like.
Nope.
She's going to get around. Here's what's going to happen. She's going to get around her friends. They're going to drink a little. And then they're going to get to talking. And they're going to talk about they've been with big ones. And she's going to be like, I've never been with a big one. And then all her friends will be like, oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm married now, so I'll never have that. Oh, he's not going to know. I know a guy, right? I know a guy. You know what? We'll say we're going on a girls' trip. I know a guy. And then, are you serious? Your husband will never know. And then you could try. Just do it once. You got to try it. You know those people that pressure you to try food?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, there's girls have friends that pressure them to try wiener, too.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Not at all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not at all.
They got friends that will put them in bad situations where they have to decide.
Yes.
I don't think that's accurate.
And if they don't, then they're like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah. No, she's like, you got to try this. Well, Greg will be there. He's Saturday.
There's nothing wrong with Greg.
Come on. You're not going to look, you're married. It's just one time. You just got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband's never going to know. He's going to think we're on a girls' trip.
He won't say nothing.
Yeah. Greg doesn't even care. You're going to love him.
I mean, you make girls' friends sound so bad.
They are bad.
They are.
They are.
They want to see each other fall.
Yes. They don't. And
They're not there to lift each other up.
They are not.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
They don't. They don't. In fact, they will tell their friend, your hair looks so good. I love it.
And then turn around the other
Turn
one.
around and be like, oh my gosh, she wrecked her hair.
Yeah.
She looks so ugly.
Oh, what
Now
did
It's
she do?
uneven.
What did she do with her makeup?
That's 100%.
Yeah. So they get around. They get around. They have a few mimosas, some wine. They start talking. One's like, oh, yeah, I've never had a big one. My husband, he's on the smaller end of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And are you serious? You never had a big one? Not once. Oh, you got to try it at least once. Yeah, but I'm married and I want to remain faithful to my husband. You know what? What he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Yeah.
Girls trip. Let's go. I know the perfect wiener for you. You have to at least try a big one once.
Yep, that's it.
Right? And then her friends get her to do it. And then all of a sudden now, like a vampire. Now that's all she craves. Whereas you get the woman that has had a big one is like, I really don't like that.
Yeah.
That was not nice.
Yeah. All right.
That's what
I just don't think they're adventurers, but you might be right.
Oh, they're so dan-da-da-da.
Nope.
They are.
I just think about like my chick's like, oh, one day I want to go to Europe, and I'm just like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. Like, you're never gonna travel like that. Ever.
That's funny.
Yeah, but like she's not really gonna care.
So what should women bring to a relationship? They asked this question. They asked this woman.
Yeah. How does a woman take care of a man?
What do you mean?
I love that answer.
What do you mean?
Hey, how does a woman take care of a man? I'm sorry. What do you mean? What do you mean take care of a man?
How should a woman take care of a man?
She shouldn't have to.
She shouldn't have to.
No, not at all. It's a one-sided relationship, Derek.
At all?
No.
Then why should a man date a woman?
What the what kind of question is that?
Like what? I think that's a fair question. It's like, hey, as a man, what are we supposed to give to our woman? How are we supposed to take care of our woman? Well, we should, get educated or at least get a trade so that you can make a decent living so you can provide for your family. You
Yeah.
should be respectful and kind. You should love her and love her family.
Mhm.
You should build a family with her. You should be smart with your money, right? You should kind of put her needs first.
Right.
Take care of her, make sure that you're affectionate and that you tell her you love her. There's just so many things as a guy, make sure you help out around the house so she doesn't feel like it's just on her. The burden's just on her.
Mhm.
You should do all those things.
Right.
Take her on dates. Make her feel special. Tell her she's beautiful. All those things that you're supposed to do. And then when you ask this lady,
How does a woman take care of a man?
What do you mean?
what do you mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do?
How should a woman take care of a man?
She shouldn't have to.
At all?
No.
Then why should a man date a woman?
What the? What kind of question is that?
Like, what value would you provide to a man?
What? That's a crazy question.
That's a crazy question.
So I'm supposed to have something as well? I'm supposed to bring something to the
Oh.
relationship as well?
Do you not see me?
What
That's
do you
probably
mean?
what she thinks.
What do
You
you mean?
shouldn't have to provide some value to a man.
Then what's the point of the
What
relationship?
value do the provide to us?
Protecting you, providing for you?
Protecting and providing, but what if a man doesn't do that?
Then he's not worthy. Well,
So
what makes
I've
a woman
never-
worthy?
I've never met a man who's protected and provided.
Really?
Yes.
Like when you're walking across the street, he walks on the side of the cars?
No.
That never happened?
No.
And a man's never paid for a date for you?
No, we've always split.
Every time?
Yes.
Damn. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I know.
So you're not okay with splitting the bill?
No, I'm okay with it, but like if a man wants to be in charge, then he should have to pay for everything.
That's true.
You won't.
Yeah,
I agree with her there.
I mean, if you want to be daddy
Yeah.
and be in charge, then you kind of got to get the bill every time it comes.
Facts.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. But
truly respect a man unless he pays for everything?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But you're saying a man is someone who provides and protects?
Yeah.
Okay, so then a woman is just someone who lets the man provide and protect. Because the woman can do that by themselves. They're just letting them do it.
So women are strong and independent?
Yes, 100%.
Independent of what?
And what do you mean?
Like what are they independent of?
I don't know. I just thought, just be a good guy, and then hopefully your woman will reciprocate and then treat you nice. That's all you hope for.
What does a woman bring to the table? That's a wild question.
I don't know. What am I supposed to bring?
Yeah.
Nobody told me I had to bring anything.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
Oh, this
He had
one's
some good points.
Is this the 50-50 one? Yeah.
Yeah.
This lady said she's not going 50-50.
Into doing 50-50 with anybody. If that's the case, I can be by myself. So I'm not doing 50-50. If you can't.
Just wait till guys are like, I'm not doing 50-50. I'll just be by myself.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what they're doing.
Right? It feels like that. Like guys aren't getting in relationships anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that, then keep it moving. And I have a daughter, so we come together. Mm-hmm. So if you don't feel like you can help out with me and my kid, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, man, that just seems so bitter and
Yeah, it does.
angry.
Seems like she's been in some bad situations.
Right? She seems a little scorned.
Very
little
much so.
upset. If you can't pay for my kid that I didn't have with you,
right,
and pay for me, then we don't need to talk at all. I don't need to get to know you at all.
Damn.
Ugh.
A lot of men are going to tell you, what do you bring? Since you're bringing your daughter, what are you going to add to the relationship?
I'm adding myself.
Back to back?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm adding myself.
Yeah, this I'm bringing to the table myself.
Myself and some luggage.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. No offense to the kid. But
yeah,
as
kids
I
probably don't
was,
want to be referred to as luggage.
oh, I was
baggage.
one of those kids and I was luggage.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it is baggage.
I just bring myself.
Right. And I was ornery, so it's just like, oh man. Got this little badass white kid with a mullet. Like who wants to step in with
Oh,
that?
that sounds awesome.
That's an issue.
We're gonna have the Queen on.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Badass.
According to Nard, the Queen will be on.
Okay.
To answer your divorce questions.
Good. I have a few.
1-855-FU Billy. I also got a story about a woman that is growing a horn out of her head. Did you know that? Well, that it could happen to you.
No.
That you could grow a horn out of your head. We'll do it next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Turn me up. Can't f- like me, can't cook like me, can't look like me. That ain't built like me, ain't book like me.
What's going on? It's the Billy Madison Show. Yo. You know, a lot of people are thinking about getting a divorce. They have this thing called the gray divorce. So you get in your 40s and 50s. Maybe you've been married for 15, 20 years. All of a sudden, she bitch slaps you with some divorce papers. And you're like, what happened?
Boo.
What happened? I thought we had a good thing. And she's like, yeah, you had a good thing. Watching me cook and clean and take care of all these kids.
Yep.
And now, you know what I've realized? Now that the kids are gone, we're empty nesters, that we have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say that, you know, when you put your kids first, it's bad for your marriage.
It is.
But also,
that's why me and my wife are strong. I don't even pay attention to that baby.
That's right. Just pay attention to
my wife.
That's
yeah.
it. That's what they say. They say you got to put your spouse first.
Yeah.
Because your spouse, if you want it to last.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what happens, though. You know, when you're together, you just have you and your partner, and everything's fun.
Yeah.
Right? All you care about is each other. Now you got this person, and somebody's going to become the third wheel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, it could be dad. Dad could become the third wheel, and then he feels kind of left out. Then maybe dad feels kind of left out, third wheel, not really included in anything. So now this hot woman at work starts, you know, thinking he's kind of sexy. His jokes are funny. Now he's nailing her at work. You know, wife finds out, wife gets mad, wife divorces him. I mean, it could all come crashing down. There's that scenario. Or it could be, you know, wife has a baby. Now she doesn't feel good about herself. She feels like she's, you know, not sexy anymore. She does, you know, turned off by sex. She doesn't want to get pregnant again because she blames him for ruining her body.
Yep.
Right? And now it's your fault that my body's ruined.
Can't lose the weight.
I mean, you're spitting facts right now.
And so now all of a sudden she resents him. He doesn't get any cheeks. Then he goes out, he's a hot girl at work, thinks his jokes are funny. Now all of a sudden he's nailing her. Wife finds out, catches a few text messages. It all blows up.
I mean, that's how it is.
It could be another scenario where, you know, you have a couple kids, right?
Yeah.
Dad lets himself go a little bit, gets dumb haircuts, dresses dumb. Right? Now maybe puts on some pounds. Right? She's still staying in shape, being active, feels like she has to do all the housework because dad's a fat, lazy slob. Right? And then she's like, oh, you know what? I'm at the gym. This guy likes to work out. My man doesn't. He's a fat ass. She starts talking to the guy at the gym. All of a sudden, bleep, 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 bleep. End of story. Dude catches his wife. He's like, I'll still stay with you because I love you and I'm out of shape and I'm gross. And she's like, no, I want to be with him. And then she slaps him with some divorce papers. It all blows up. It's all because you didn't put your spouse first. Now, what does that mean? Putting your spouse first. That means
going downtown.
Yeah, you got to go downtown.
Yeah.
It also means make sure you stay in relatively decent shape, get
There's
a
nothing to
decent
do with
haircut,
shape.
you know, dress
It's a big
decent.
part.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing to do with it.
Smell nice.
Oh, yeah, that goes
You
along
can
with
smell
shape.
like whatever.
You can't.
What's up, Queen? We're just talking about different scenarios for reasons why couples
These guys
get
are
a
in here
divorce.
just hating.
I think all of this, you have to put yourself first.
Yeah.
The kid comes first.
Well, that's what happens. You know, you make the kid first and you forget about your spouse. And your spouse was there first and your spouse should be there last as well. Because your kid's going to grow up. They're going to have their own life. They're going to have their own family. They'll have their own friends.
That's right. They're going to move away. But, you know, you're supposed to your spouse.
Oh, man, her phone is it's cutting in and out, Queen. I don't know if we can get a better connection. Oh, yeah, we kind of lost her.
Working.
Oh, she probably is working.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, she's probably at the courthouse.
She
I
could
like how
be.
you're defending her.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
All right, we can hear you.
Whoa, what were you going to say
Perfect.
there? Yeah, you sicko.
Nard was accusing you of being a working woman and working right now.
Yeah, she probably is.
How do you like me now?
I do.
Yeah, Nard does.
Yeah, sexy.
Oh, no. Well,
No, that's why, because do you still have that protective order against Nard?
There's no protector order.
Yeah, that's why she's on the phone today, people.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it got renewed. So, you know, it'll go for a little longer.
Oh, that thing needs to be a
That's
lot
rude.
longer.
I had your back.
No, not in a good way, Queen. You didn't have your back in a good way.
Oh, how?
We'll see. I'm feeling a little safer now that we have some distance.
Yeah, I would definitely. So that's why she's not in studio. It's because Nard's a
That's
creep.
ridiculous.
A lot
I'll
of
be
ladies
back.
know that. She'll be
I'll
back. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
once we get the restraints that we're going to put Nard in,
She's just playing hard to get.
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
hard to get.
hard to
No.
get.
Queen,
Yeah.
are
That's
you
what the
playing
courts-
hard to get with Nard?
That's what the restraining
Well,
word is. It's hard to get.
Once he gives me back my purse, then I'll feel more safe.
Yeah, Nard. Well, Nard, I think he might be too old for you. He's just
What?
a bit of an old timer, you
Yeah.
know. A bit
That's
of
ridiculous.
Nah, he's a old California raisin looking guy. You don't need that.
Yeah, no, I like him young, Billy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Nard's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
too old.
I'm
He's
young.
out of the demo. Nard is 56 years
I'm
old.
56.
Yes, you got a
Ye-
birthday coming up.
Yes.
So do you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all
Yeah, we're
right.
not talking about Billy. We're talking about you
His
and your
birthday's
old age.
before mine. So
Yeah.
that would be rude to
We're talking about the old guy on the show.
Okay. That's
Well,
so stupid.
You know what?
Why is it
I
dumb?
like them all shapes and sizes.
It makes
so
sense to
doesn't
me.
matter.
Yeah, but you don't like him stupid.
No, I like him dumb.
Hell yeah.
I can control him a little better. Nard's actually a little too smart.
Yeah, he is
I
too
can dumb it
smart.
down for sure.
No, yeah, he
I
can.
can go full
No, he
on.
could dumb down your whole life.
No, she just
He
said
would numb it down and dumb it down.
I'd let her have my full bank account and everything.
All right, let me go to
Yeah,
Allison.
Feeling that.
1-855-FU Billy. If you have a question for the Queen, let's go to Allison first. What's up, Allison? What do you got for us?
Good
Hi,
morning.
yeah. So I have this amazing husband. He's great. And I'm gonna sound terrible. But I've completely lost emotional connection with him. I mean, he would tell you that I'm really bad at communicating, but I think I need to have a deep emotional connection to feel sexual and comfortable with a man.
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just feel like I've lost that emotional connection with him.
Okay, so you got this great dude,
Mhm.
awesome husband.
Great dude.
Yeah, he's great in every area. He works really hard and he makes great money and he does a lot of the housework, the cooking and the cleaning and
Wow.
yeah, no, he's great. This sounds so terrible because he's great and he's great with the kids. And the issue for me is that he's so great and he's so perfect all the time that it's boring. He's so perfect, I'm not attracted to him anymore.
Sounds amazing. You send him over here to the studio, ASAP. Get my
Wow.
dogs out there, my ladies. This guy sounds amazing, and he takes care of his
Right?
family.
Yeah, but he's now boring.
Well, maybe a vacation, a really nice vacation, might be in order, so we can get the spark back and get your relationship back on track.
Yeah, I've thought about a nice sex vacation.
Yeah, that's it. Just adults only kind of thing.
Well, I just kind of wish that we had more of an animalistic sexual attraction with each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you rather have, a clean house or that? I mean, sounds like this dude's cleaning.
Well, yeah, I mean, watching him be a really good husband and a really good father is great for the family, but it's killing our sexual attraction to one another. And
wow.
Is that
See, I thought it would
possible?
be
I
the
mean, are we?
opposite.
What do you mean? So this guy is such a good husband that it turns you off?
That's
mean,
that's weird.
I guess it's just
Yeah.
more of perfectionism is almost annoying. I want a little bit more of something more exciting in the bedroom, and it's just not really happening.
I mean, Queen, is this a real thing that happens where the guy's just so great and so perfect and he caters to her every need as well as helping out around the house, and women find that to be unattractive?
No, not in this house, Billy. If you do the dishes, you're getting some. This
Okay.
is crazy. Yeah, no, sir. I mean, so it's definitely a new thing that we hear about where I think usually it's the women that are carrying on too much. They're doing both the work and they're being sort of the masculine and the feminine. But I think it could be a bleed over where maybe the man is taking on a more.
Okay, so he's taking on some of the more feminine duties, and that is what's turning her off?
It sounds like it. I mean, not in my house. We welcome that.
Is
but-
it possible that he's working so much and doing so much that he doesn't have any more energy left to be able to,
Be
I guess,
sexy or cute?
to please her in the bedroom, or
or
he's
be aggressive, which I guess is what she wants. It's catch-22. Not everybody really, I think she might be surprised. She probably doesn't want that aggressive guy. I mean, the kind of guy she's talking about that doesn't do dishes and that's a slob and nasty is the kind of guy that doesn't call you the next day.
Yep.
So, yeah, you really can't have it both ways. Sounds like she has an amazing, lovely husband who's helping and very helpful in the kitchen. And yeah, he'll be appreciated.
Another woman's trash is another woman's treasure. So if you just give him up, he could find a nice girl.
He could.
Yeah, give him up. Yep, send him over here to the station, and we will interview him and house him shortly.
We'll rehome him. That's what you got to do.
We'll find a good home for him.
You got a good dog, a good boy.
Yeah.
You don't really, have the time and energy
Potty
for this
trained.
good boy.
He's
so
trained.
just
Yeah.
rehome him. Somebody else is
We
going to
need
love that
We need
dude.
to house this
No
this
doubt.
dog. Bring him here. Yeah, and he's got a job. Like, done.
How scary is this for anybody out there, man or woman? You're in a relationship and you can be too perfect, and then your partner will be turned off.
It happens.
I mean, shouldn't
It
be
absolutely
scary at
happens.
all.
Well, it's very
This
common for
woman's
women.
just crazy a little bit.
No, women are doing it all, and these guys are not appreciative either. They're bringing home the money, they're taking care of the kids, and a lot of these guys, they really don't care. They're just not that appreciative. It goes both ways.
Really? There's men out there that aren't appreciative?
Totally. It exists, Billy. It's real.
And so there are men out in relationships. I did read something that one of the we don't ever tell our partners thank you. Right?
Thank you.
Or
Yeah.
use manners and
Yeah,
stuff
sure.
like that in
Yeah.
relationships. Yeah, they just said that, people forget to say thank you to their partner, and that builds up resentment and all sorts of other issues.
That does make sense.
I mean, I think that's true, but there should be romance throughout the relationship. Saying please and thank you is not even romance. That's just kind of basic etiquette.
Yeah, common respect. Allison,
Common respect.
you don't think you're kind of overreacting?
Well, I guess that my feeling is that I think that he deserves someone who's attracted to him, and I deserve to have my needs met. Like, I just
Is he that bad in the bedroom activity? He's just so horrible in that area that it's gross.
Well, that I understand. If that's the case, then that's different.
I guess it's just more of like the attraction has just been lost, and it doesn't really seem, we're not really having as much sexual attraction towards one another. And it's been a long time, and it's just, there's only so many times I appreciate him doing the housework. It's not that I don't appreciate that. I do.
Okay, what if housework turned into fun time activities and he, told you what a bad girl you were or something? Maybe that would, maybe he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe he sees you and respects you. And maybe if you just talk to him and like, hey, this is what I'm looking for, you might be surprised that he might be down to do it.
Sure. He might say, maybe if you're a good girl.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I want a strong sexual attraction, and I kind of want to see what else is out there for me. If there's nothing, if there's no mystery left in our relationship.
Oh yeah, what's out there is a lot of F boys.
Yeah,
and a lot
of
of
heartbreak.
man children. Yeah, exactly. And this guy's
A lot
fully
of
trained. Why would you
STDs
let?
as well.
Yeah, that too. Why would you give him up back to
A lot
the
of them out
streets?
there.
Because they will love on him and take him in, and then you'll be stuck with
This seems like there's going to be a lot of, as Nard would say, regrets down the road.
Yeah.
You're going to leave him, and then you're going to see what else is out there, and then
Without a doubt.
you're going to be like, why did I leave him?
Yeah, and then you're gonna settle with
For
somebody stupid.
Nard just said, I'll translate it. He said, you're going to settle
Yeah.
with somebody stupid.
Somebody stupid. That's what he said.
maybe
Yeah.
get pregnant and then stuck in a really nasty relationship where this guy cheats on you.
I mean, that could happen. Will's
It happens
actually
all the
got it.
time.
Yeah, Will, did this happen to you?
Oh no, sorry. I just overheard this woman telling her story, and I think I can kind of weigh in on what the issue is. There is it sounds like when she says, "Oh, my husband is so perfect. He works hard, makes a lot of money, and does housework." Well, he shouldn't be doing housework. Y'all kind of touched on this earlier. That's more the feminine. So yeah.
What do you mean
hard,
he
making
shouldn't
great
do
money,
housework? No, you got to help out with housework.
It depends on how much.
Yeah.
He's a
If you want to
provider,
get some,
right?
Yeah,
So
you have to help out with housework.
This woman is a textbook example. I don't want to sound misogynistic or nothing, but there's a stereotype that they say that women need to be mistreated a little bit, and
What? I don't know that she wants to be mistreated. I mean, he could.
No, I don't
he
think
could,
so.
He could bring a
no.
little bit more animalistic, energy
that's the
into
wrong
the
choice of
bedroom.
words. I don't mean to
That was
be
a really
insensitive.
terrible choice of words, Will.
Nah, no one
Sorry.
should be like, rude or mean to anyone, but it's like, it sounds like he's maybe just,
It sounds like he's not giving off masculine energy. That's what
No,
I'm hearing.
Exactly.
It seems like he needs to be mistreated.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be mistreated. You got to be mean to these men to keep them keen. Yeah, just be out here being nice to
You
these
guys
men.
already are.
Absolutely
You
not.
walk in the house with a smile. You're like, what are you smiling about?
No, sir. No, that's the problem here. Someone needs to put the beat down on this one.
Yeah, beat that man. All right, Dan, you had a question.
Yeah, so me and my ex have we had an amicable divorce. We went our separate ways, but she filed the paperwork a while back, but for some reason she has to do some kind of Zoom meeting or something to finalize it.
Is that
Yeah, we can help you with that.
The
We can
scheduling
help you
is
with
bad.
that. Sometimes you have to wait a year if you live in a big city. So yeah, it may be for free, but if you go to uncontested.com, we can usually help about $500 and get done that day.
Now, Dan is blind. Does he get a discount?
Doesn't even need to show up to court.
Okay,
Well, I don't think you can
perfect.
get on the computer.
What do you mean?
'Cause don't you have to see?
They have Braille, Nord. They have Braille.
Yeah,
Let me
but
go
the
to-
screen doesn't.
What's up, David? Yes, you had a comment for Allison. We're on with the Queen. She's got a wonderful website called uncontested.com where you can handle all sorts of affairs, including getting a divorce. What's up, David?
Yeah. What's up?
All right, David.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, did you have a comment, sir?
Oh, yeah, Billy. I was talking about that lady that said her relation is going sour. I don't think you can fix it, Billy. I'm in that.
You're in that same situation, sir, where your woman's no longer really attracted to you?
I'm sorry, Billy, say it again?
Oh, no, you're cutting in and out.
No, David.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go to
Damn
Jordan.
it.
What's
Blew
up?
it.
What's up, Jordan?
What's up, Jordan?
Hey. So I just wanted to add a little bit because I was married for 10 years and I understand where she's coming from, but I also since my divorce and experiencing certain things, I am a submissive and I kind of understand what it is that she's looking for. But honestly, there are so many classes in the city or anywhere in any city to be able to explore that together. You know what I mean?
So do you regret your divorce and wish you could have maybe kind of hung it out a little bit more, maybe gone to a class instead of reacting and going nuclear and getting a divorce?
I don't, because he was a violent person. So for me, a way of healing was to become a submissive. So yes, some women do still need the violence, but to have it in a controlled, safe environment, it changes everything.
Gotcha. Okay, this is all interesting stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know there were classes for that to be submissive.
No clue.
What's up, Josh? You got a question for the Queen?
Yes, Queen. I currently just went to a enforcement hearing that I wound up putting a motion in for, and literally the next day, I got home and my ex-wife is discussing issues about a cell phone I purchased for my daughter, and her not having access to my new wife's family plan with our other two daughters. Is there any legal issues I should be concerned about there?
No. I mean, it's just up to you. If you want to be able to give people access to a phone and the phone, comes and goes with visitation, that's very common. It's also common to say, we don't want your phone in our house. We don't want you guys, doing that all the time. You get your one call a day and it's going to be limited to 15 minutes, usually per child.
That's going to be tough, though, as they get older, correct?
It is. You can hardly make teenagers do anything. So.
Okay, that was a good question,
Yeah, it
Josh.
was.
Well, thank you, Queen. Uncontested.com is her website. I highly recommend that you use it. We'll be right back.
Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Yeah, Billy Madison Show. I saw this, and I guess this has happened to a lot of people. They have arguments about different things. Could be tattoos, belly rings, tongue rings. And it was some women really wear the same tongue ring in different relationships.
Oh, sick.
And it says that same thing for belly rings. Same thing for tattoos. I mean, I don't know. I think this is dumb. But you know what? I'll entertain it. I'll take calls coming up. Okay. I think that's so dumb. I don't know who the hell has tongue rings anymore.
You don't see them a lot.
You don't. Yeah. Who has belly rings anymore?
I mean, those are. I see those sometimes, but
I mean, tattoos are even kind of going away.
They are. People are getting their tattoos removed.
Yeah, because they want to have a clean body.
Yeah.
So tattoos are almost not cool right now. Even though, some people are still getting them. I mean, I have tattoos. Derek does.
Yep.
Nard, you got some dumb tattoos
Super
like
dumb.
us. Chris, do you have
Super
any
dumb.
tattoos?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay. But I have some cool tattoos, I think, and I would probably have them all removed.
Yeah.
I got them because Daddy died. That's why I got tattoos. So after I got my first tattoo, my daddy died, and I got a tattoo, and I was like, I love you, Dad. Even though you didn't love me as much as I loved you. It's like, I'm still sad about your death. Even though I know I loved you way more than you love me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, that happens. Sometimes
does.
the kid loves you the parent way more than the parent loves the kid.
No doubt.
I don't even know. I don't even know why. Like, I guess it's because he was funny. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other, good reason to love him. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So I got tattoos because I said about daddy. This woman claims that she has dumped every dude that she's been with.
Oh,
what
okay.
a flex. What a nice. I have dumped every single
Never been
man.
dumped.
Never. And I never will, Derek. Ever.
What? Have you ever had a boyfriend? I have. Do you ever dump that fool? All of them.
All of them? I dump them all. I don't have feelings for anybody but myself. I love men to feel bad about themselves.
I've dumped every one of them. You dumped every one of your boyfriends? Yeah. Are you proud about that? Yes.
Yes, I'm so proud. Gosh, man, I'm so glad I'm snatched up.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be too scared. I'd be too scared to put my toes in that water.
Seems dangerous.
I don't know how you do it, Nard. I do not know how you do it.
He loves it.
That's the
Never
girls
will
that I
be.
live
She goes, I've never been broken up with, never will be.
for. So why'd you dump all of them?
They were all way more obsessed with me than I was with them.
Oh, that's, what do we tell you guys?
What?
You can't ever get with a woman that's not obsessed with you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You have to. She has to be the one that pursues you.
Yep.
It used to be. This is how it worked. Like a guy might, be interested in a woman, but he didn't make any moves. He waited for her to drop the handkerchief, and then he would be like, oh, ma'am, you dropped this. And then he would, pick it up and be like, milady.
Yep.
This is yours? She'd be like, why, yes, kind sir. That's mine. What's your name? Right? Because she was into him.
Right.
So that's subtle hints. If you start pursuing a woman asking for her number and all that,
Not going to go well.
It won't. She has to be obsessed with you.
Okay.
And it didn't like it.
Yeah. That classic giving you too much attention.
Yeah, it was gross. For me.
Gross. They really liked me. That was gross. Reminds me of that call that we got from that lady. I have the perfect husband. He cleans, cooks, works hard, good job, good with the kids, wants to love on me all the time. Ew.
Ew.
I got the
Ew.
ick. It's like, I'm not attracted to him.
Sure.
So you get to have sex with somebody that really cares about you anytime you want. Yes, gross. Silly. This woman, she's like, all these men cared about me.
Yeah.
Gross. They're really into me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they would give me affection and tell me I'm beautiful. Gross.
Tried to share their feelings with you too.
Yeah, it's like, stop. I don't hear that.
What are you guys thinking?
Ew, you want to share your feelings with me? Gross. Yuck. I can't believe that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the sick story? Nard's going to be bricked up when he hears this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which one?
The sicko that had sex with a corpse on a subway in New York?
No.
Oh,
I did not.
And Nard gave us a Steve Austin hell yeah over there.
Yeah.
Well, it's still in the subway. He probably didn't know.
No, police
No,
are
he definitely
searching
knew.
for a sicko
Yeah.
accused of sexually abusing a man's corpse on a Manhattan subway. Yes.
Well, what'd that man do to him when he was alive?
Nothing. The unidentified accused
Damn.
necrophiliac is sought by police for allegedly having sex with a dead man on a train.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it does
deceased
surprise me.
man, right?
Not New York.
The deceased man, who has not yet been identified, is believed to have died of natural causes. Investigators do not believe that the two knew each other, that this man just saw this dead man and thought, oh, let me get those cheeks. Oh, and Nard's like, well, always blaming the victim. That's what Nard does. Always blaming the victim. That's why I don't like his hot takes. I don't like how his brain works. Man, that's so gross. So imagine this guy saw a dead man. Most people would freak out, right? We would all be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so disgusting." You would call 911, be like, "Oh my gosh, I think this guy's dead." This dude's like, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. Maybe poked him a little bit. He's not moving. I think he's dead. Pokes him a little bit, and he's like, "All right." He's not gonna mind. Gross. What's wrong with people? Horny students. I guess they set a sex doll on fire. So this horny student was like, have you seen this story?
No, I didn't see the horny student.
Okay, so this happened again. So there was a story not too long ago where this guy, he was in a dorm room, right?
Yeah.
And he snuck a sex doll in the dorm room.
Okay.
Well, he thought he was going to get caught with the sex doll, right? Because he was humping the crap out of this thing. So he set it on fire, trying to get, rid of the evidence of the sex doll, which caused then a huge campus fire and caused his roommate, I guess, returned early, saw him doing his thing. And then the dude set his inflatable on fire so that there wouldn't be any evidence to prove what his roommate saw.
Damn.
So he decided to light it on fire. A male student whose personal information has not been disclosed was using an inflatable doll in his university room when his roommate returned home. In an embarrassed panic, the student took his doll into the dorm room hallway and attempted to set it on fire to get rid of the evidence.
Oh, this thing will burn up real quick.
It's not the first time this has happened.
Where they've tried to burn a sex doll?
Yeah. But then it caused
to get rid of it?
Huge, giant, massive fire.
Yeah. It's not something that's just going to it's not a piece of paper.
It's not.
Where you just light it on fire and it's like, okay, that's gone.
So anyways, that kid.
It's like a body.
And now everybody knows who he is and what he did.
Yeah.
So this dude had an argument about getting rid of a tongue ring. Anybody had like a tattoo, tongue ring, belly ring argument? We'll get to it next.
Back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Hey, don't forget, we're going to be out live today from noon to 2 as we're going to take over the station live from McFinnigan's Pub, Blanco Road, Lock Hill, Selma. Yep. Once again, we're giving you guys something for free just for stopping by. I don't know if you're somebody that collects the Fiesta medals, but we have a limited edition 99.5 KISS Billy Madison Show 2025 Fiesta medal. So if you would like that medal, that would be pretty badass. We got 150. You got to be 21 or older, obviously, to get into the pub. You got to be present to get that. It is free. It is brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. My bros at Game Day Men's Health.
They're probably going to go really fast, too, because the owner at McFinnigan said people started showing up when we announced it on Tuesday.
What?
They started showing up asking for the medals.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, well, we have a 2-hour window.
Like they're not waiting
That's
there.
what I thought.
No, they think that they're there, and the phone's been ringing off the hook.
Okay, well, we have 150, one per person. We're going to be there from noon to 2.
Or until the medals run out, right?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll be there in like 10 minutes, I bet.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's fine.
No, I mean, they're going to go fast.
Yeah, then Nard will be there for 2 hours taking photos.
Yes.
What do you mean? Why are you here?
Nard, I'm going to have to get. Me and Chris have to go to Corpus this weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
you're
you guys are
skipping out
going
on
to
that.
what? Where are you guys going?
The Corpus Christi Car Show down at the American Bank Center.
All right, and you bailed on them for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'll definitely be there.
And you made
all
up
day
some
today
excuse
that
about your
McFinnigan's.
kid.
Gino's pissed.
You know what I heard too? I heard his kid's game isn't until Sunday too.
I did not know.
Yes, Derek.
Derek
Look
got
it
the
up.
schedule. He's
No,
got the schedule.
no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he sent me the schedule last week because that's how he got out of it.
Why did he even know?
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing.
No, you asked for the
Yeah.
schedule.
I would look at it again, Derek.
No, I did ask for the schedule because I want to go to some games.
That's why I sent it.
But
Yeah.
you didn't send it till last week. You're like, oh yeah, by the way, that Corpus trip.
I did not.
Look at Nard trying to get out of that.
What?
He did.
Man.
He successfully
All right,
did.
so I asked a question because this person was talking about how so he was dating a woman. She had a tongue ring and a belly ring.
Mhm.
Well, she had that same tongue ring and belly ring with like several other relationships and, maybe some, Tinder hookups in between. And he politely was like, hey, what do you think about removing that? Let's, maybe get rid of it or maybe get a brand new one. I'll pay for it.
Uh-huh.
The belly ring and that. And she's like, why?
Why?
Which I kind of understand. Like, what is she supposed to get rid of her tongue and her eyeballs? And I mean, where does it end?
Yeah, I mean, but maybe the tongue ring.
So you think that that's an acceptable request?
Yeah,
I know
do.
some
Yeah, of
people
course.
will when they start a new relationship, they'll get new undies, they'll
I've
get
heard
new
that
bed
too.
sheets.
Yeah.
Nard, what did you get? You new mattress?
Mhm.
Oh no, wait a second, you got divorced. You had to get all new stuff.
Yeah, I
Never
did.
mind. So that doesn't.
It's good to get stuff off Marketplace because then you get to have sex with the divorcees on there.
What?
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
What are you
The bed
talking
I
about?
got, they were going to the divorce, and I had sex with her. What? Because she found me attractive when I was picking up the bed.
Wow.
Okay, so when you're picking up a used
A bed
mattress,
that you were getting off of Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
yeah, and so then that woman was a divorcee.
And you
obviously.
expect me to believe this porn story you're telling me right now?
Oh, it happened. It did.
It happened?
It did.
So you were signing up to go pick, you're like, hey, I would like that bed, that bed that you're offering. And then you go over there, and then she's like, hey, why don't you do me on this bed?
No. I picked up the bed, and then a few days later, we met up and had sex in my car.
Oh.
In your car?
Yeah.
In that purple?
Yeah.
Or was it a previous car?
Previous, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Previous
It
car.
was
Oh,
the
so this
Kia,
was in
so it was even
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
worse.
this didn't happen the same day. No.
This was in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Okay, I believe it then.
Yeah.
I do believe it.
Yeah,
now.
I don't believe it in a big city. No, that's not
Yeah.
happening. But
Why?
Oklahoma,
it
yeah.
would. What do you mean? Yeah. it would.
No, not in a big city.
Dude,
I get in a little
that's
town.
a thing on Marketplace. Yes.
Not where there's
Nope, that's a thing.
other handsome whites.
What?
Well, in Oklahoma, you know how it is.
No.
You're not getting that much action.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
No,
you
you're
kind
not.
of stick out like a big ugly thumb here.
What?
Yeah. And some girls like that.
Anyways, all right, we'll
Sorry about
go with
that.
your imaginary story.
Yeah, your little porn story you just told.
It wasn't a porn story.
Ellis, is that
You
your
want me to
name?
believe that?
Elis, Elias, Ellis.
Ellis.
What's up, Ellis? What do you want to tell us?
What's up, guys?
So, check this out. My fiance had a tongue ring, but she also had her ex's name tattooed next to her. How do I say this? Her lady part.
Her beaver?
Yeah.
There was
yeah.
another man's name by her beaver?
Yeah. Every time I go down there, I see Brad, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you should have left it to Beaver. Get it? Leave it to Beaver?
Well,
so you like her anyway. So you like her, and you're smitten by her. Damn, who even has tongue rings anymore?
You don't see those a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Tongue rings?
Yes.
Where?
Wow.
Yeah, a lot.
Where? So you're telling me in your Uber
It's
ride,
rare.
there's a bunch of women that have tongue rings?
Yes, and on the dating sites, yeah.
No way.
Damn.
Yes.
I thought those. I have
You
not
like
seen
that?
a tongue ring in
Belly button
20
rings,
years.
They do not have
Yeah.
no more. The tongue rings, yes, they still do. Yes.
No.
Yes, they do.
Wow. That is
Okay,
dirty.
Ellis. All right, so she had a tongue ring.
Well, I mean, it didn't really bother me when we were just hooking up, but then as we moved on, I started getting feelings for her, and she opened up about her past, and I just started.
Yeah, then
getting
you start looking at that
sick.
tongue ring like it's an enemy.
So she was okay with taking that out, but now I just can't get past the tattoo because every time I go down there, it's Brad. I'm like, oh my
Just turn
god!
the lights out.
Just start calling it Brad.
Can't you just put a Band-Aid over Brad or something?
No, it's deeper than that.
So you're asking her to get rid of it. Why does she not want to get rid of Brad?
She thinks it's a cute tattoo. I'm like, oh my god.
It's kind of a cute story.
What's the cute story?
I don't know.
Why does she have it by her beaver?
I don't know.
Because it was
trying-
Brad's, right? Because it's still like Brad. I don't know.
I
Maybe
feel like it's still
Can you
Brad
see it if
every
she
time
wears a
I'm there.
bikini, or is it like real close to the
No, it's real close. You
Okay,
can
so
cover it up.
when she wears a bikini, you can't see it.
No.
Huh.
Just name your junk, Brad.
But I offered to pay to have it covered.
I like
so
Nard's
stupid.
idea. Just name your penis Brad.
Yeah, be like,
And then if
It's a
anybody ever
workaround.
sees it, just be like, no, it's a funny story. We named my penis Brad.
yeah, that's what I would say. Easy.
I could do that, but it still bothers me.
Yeah, I would imagine. What if you only do police dog position? Then you never see Brad.
It's still there.
What if you just tattooed my on it, right? And it'd be my Brad. I'm sorry, that was my Brad. No,
I don't think these suggestions are going over well.
you could add an LY,
He's
then
not
it's
open to
Brad Lee.
anything.
Well, he was
He's
just.
really hard to do. Really hard.
I don't
to
know
work
if he's
with.
hard to deal with.
Yeah.
It's just like it's tough to be with a girl that has another man on her. Like,
Really?
yes,
It's like a branding. It's
yes.
I don't know.
You guys are overthinking it.
Well, maybe we are.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a brain. You can think about things.
No, that's a waste of space.
All right.
Let's see. What do you think? I mean, you can't just talk to her and be like, "Hey, let's do a nice cover up." What if you offer to pay for
Girls
it?
do it all the time. Like
No,
I
yeah,
had
they
to
make
get
dudes-
I had to get a tattoo covered up.
I don't
I
think
did
that's
offer to
too
cover it
rude
up.
to
I said
offer
I'd
that.
pay for the whole thing, and
Yeah.
she's like, no, I'm not doing that. I like it too much.
Does she have a kid with Brad or something?
No kid.
Oh my god. Well,
Ah.
yeah, who cares?
Because I thought, well, maybe that she's like, well, what if the kids see it?
Yeah.
Even though it's in a weird
Just get
spot.
like a permanent marker.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't think you win the battle, sir. If she doesn't want to get rid of it, then I don't think there's anything you can do.
No.
Yeah, that she doesn't really like you that much.
Is that what it is?
I
It
think
might
so.
be.
Yeah, because I remember when I was just talking to a girl, like not even that serious, and she had her man's name like big on her back. And I was like, ew. And she got
Yeah,
that
that's-
thing
that's
covered up
exactly how I
like, the
feel.
next week.
Yeah, here's what
And then
I
I'd
think.
stop talking to her.
That's rude.
Okay, what?
That's super. Why?
I had a wife and another girlfriend.
Like, so she really got it covered up.
Yes.
And then
He was helping out the next guy.
Yeah, I was. I
you're
really
paying it
was.
forward?
Yeah, I
Yes.
was.
You're
I
Yes,
was.
he
You paid for
was.
his bill,
I
too.
was.
He's a good guy. That was a
Uh-huh.
nice thing to do.
But he didn't pay for the tattoo.
No.
He
But I told her, hey,
He was
that's
a
going to
good
be
influence.
a problem.
That's how much she wanted to be with Derek. And she's like, you know what? I'll do that for you.
Hold
And
on,
then
let me
like,
go to
It
Cody.
was big, too.
What's
It was
up,
big.
Cody?
So she called you on your bluff.
She did.
Hey, So first off, unfortunately, that girl don't belong to you. It's just your turn because she ain't with you. Second, hey, Chris, good job on promoting those Fiesta medals, bud.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See, he's a kinder, gentler Cody. Yeah. Let's go to Colton.
Still like that guy, Brad.
Yeah. What's up, Colton?
What's up? What's up?
Just made it worse.
Yes, you had a comment, Colton.
Hey, yeah, it sounds like this girl still likes that guy, Brad.
Yeah, and that probably makes Ellis sad
No, it's not.
or mad.
Who has time to do cover-ups?
And you might be glad if you just kind of let her be.
Well, I don't know,
I
man.
get her to
You're
remove
going
it?
down there, you're seeing Brad, and then, I don't know, she won't get rid of it. I don't know. It sounds like, she's still into Brad pretty good.
Yeah, she doesn't want to let go of
What would you
Brad.
say
She's
to
still
her?
hoping. How long were they
Yeah,
together,
she's hoping
Ellis?
he comes back. Exactly.
Well, thank you, Colton. I don't know what to tell you, sir. I'm with Derek. She's not really that into you. I think you are filling a void right now.
Yep.
Right, but she doesn't look at you like forever guy. You're just filling a void because she doesn't want to be alone. And so she's still either hoping that Brad comes back or
Right.
hoping that works out. And you're just kind of filling a void because she doesn't like to be alone.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't want to make
I
any.
don't see it that way. No.
Well, we're just telling you, buddy.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing.
We're saying that she doesn't really.
Just like for your own good.
She's not
you know?
really that into you, is what we're saying.
It's no big deal.
Well, it's his personality, I think.
I've met tons of girls that are not that into me.
It happens.
It does.
But why would you put a lot of energy into this woman that has a Brad tattoo when maybe you could get with another woman that is really into you?
Mm-hmm.
Because if she was really into you, you wouldn't even have to ask. She would automatically
She
want
would
to get.
see that it bothered you.
And just it would bother her that she has this other man's name tattooed on
Yeah.
her, and she would get it removed because it would bother her.
And she would talk bad about herself.
You wouldn't even have to say anything. She would just want to remove it.
She would say what a dirty girl she
Guys,
is.
she's my fiance. We're getting married. It's like
Right.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Oh.
So, but you're gonna marry her with another man's name tattooed by the beaver.
I'm trying to find out a way to.
She's saying
get her
she's
to
not going to get
cover
rid
up.
of it. You've offered to pay for it. You've offered
Oh,
to
no,
pay to have it
legally,
removed to
dude.
cover it up. She's saying no.
Yeah.
She thinks it's a cute tattoo. So now you're in a power struggle here. And you're going to be the one that loses because you're the one that has all these feelings that wants to wife her up.
No, he's definitely a loser.
Well,
I feel like I'm losing already.
Yeah. I don't know if especially coming from you.
Yeah, no, I can.
Captain
Let's
Loser.
go to Carrie. Yes, Carrie. Well, losers can call other people
Okay.
losers.
Hell yeah, you can.
This is just my, perspective of the whole thing coming from, because I'm a woman and just coming from, okay, there's still lingering feelings for Brad. And two, she would definitely sleep with him again. And if she does, she doesn't want to upset him by him saying, oh, why'd you cover my name?
Right.
There's still, yes, she still wants it there to be like, you see, I still love you, or you're still a part of me. And I'll tell you why she got that tattoo, because her and Brad were freaky in bed.
Okay, see, what do you think about that, sir? Because she got it because her and Brad were. She was saying Brad knows what he's doing.
Yeah, they must have been really freaky in the bedroom for her to get that right there. That's like commemorating him, like, paying homage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's paying homage
you just
because he must have had that good doodle.
Oh, yeah, they did some nasty, nasty stuff.
All right,
And
how do you
she's not
feel about
gonna-
that, Ellis? They did some nasty stuff.
I know they did. We went over this. I'm just
Is
trying
he
to put
bigger
it
than you?
past me because I don't know. I don't know much about the guy.
I would say, yeah, he's
Except
got a
that he
really
did her
big
Yeah.
If
All right.
she's got his name tattooed.
Here
on
is
her.
Carrie brings up a good point that if there was ever an opportunity, she would sleep with him again.
Yes, she would.
You want to
Most
wife her up.
definitely.
If she marries you, if she goes
You
through
love
with
a hoe,
it,
man. What can you say?
if she goes through with it,
Yeah.
just know that I don't know that her whole heart is in this.
No, you're really playing with fire. You sound like a nice guy.
If she's not willing to get rid of it, it's because she doesn't want to. She likes it.
She
got
loves
a
it.
point.
She's not getting rid of it. Like I've had
that's
this
crazy.
conversation with her.
Like, no, I'm not getting rid of it.
Right.
I would.
She's like tons of guys have tattoos of their.
Oh,
exes
it's
on them
because
when they
you
get
have
married.
another girl's tattoo.
Yeah,
on you.
but this guy, man, he is not alpha. He's a pushover, and he's got no energy.
But you
He's
also
got
have
weak-
a tattoo like that.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but
But
he
it's
says
not on my
Nard's getting
D.
an eggplant put in front of it.
It'd be different if it was on my D. then
Oh yeah.
But it's on
No,
my
you
arm.
got Billy on your D, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Well, Daniel's got Derek on his.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Daniel's
just funny.
Daniel's nobody, so we don't have to bring that up.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
We got to put it in context.
We
All right.
don't.
Do you have an ugly baby daddy? Apparently, women get embarrassed when they have ugly baby daddies. We'll get to this next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
What's up? Billy Madison Show.
Hi.
Don't forget, we're going to be out live today. Today, and
just a couple hours.
In just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll be out live.
We'll be leaving here, basically, and heading over there.
Well, I'll be leaving here to go shower.
Okay.
And then
You're going to go all the way.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. You're going to fly out of here.
I'll be out of here right when the show ends.
Okay.
I'm going to drive home.
Yeah.
I'm going to shower, clean up because I overslept today.
Yeah.
I didn't wake up till 5 a.m.
That never happens.
No, it doesn't. I forgot to set my alarm.
That's crazy.
So I was watching a really good show last night, just forgot.
Oh,
but
yeah,
my
on the
brain was
Spectrum?
like, you got to wake up. Yes.
I love that show.
I want to watch it over and over and over
It's the
again.
best show on TV.
It's the best show I've ever seen.
Those kids are stars.
So we're going to be there from noon to 2 today at McFinnigan's Pub, Blanco Road in Lock Hill, Selma. First 150 people to stop by will receive their limited edition 99.5 Kiss and Billy Madison Show Fiesta medal, sponsored by Game Day Men's Health. One per person.
Per person.
You got to be 21 or older because it is at a pub.
Yeah.
So
who knows? Could go quickly. We could be there for full 2 hours. I don't know.
I don't know. We just don't know.
150 is a lot, right? Like that's
a lot of people that
amount.
asked to come out during noon.
Yeah, during noon. So we'll see if this thing packs out or not.
We're gonna find out if we have any pull left.
Yeah.
If we're still
these
a
medals
big deal,
though, like I just posted on my Instagram, Billy's posted on his Twitter. They're badass. They did a great job. So they're cool medals. So far, I feel like they might be the coolest ones that I've seen for this year's Fiesta.
Oh, that would be nice to get the
Obviously,
coolest
I'm
one.
biased as well.
Very
so
biased.
I'm very biased, yeah.
But that would be pretty dope, man, for you guys to get. And it's free.
They're way better than the news station ones that I've seen.
Oh, they always make those dumb.
Oh, my God. Those ones are garbage.
So women don't like and they're embarrassed when they have an ugly baby daddy.
That sucks.
Listen to this.
Having an ugly baby father is not for the weak. And
Oh, this is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. She's like, having an ugly baby daddy is not for the weak.
having an ugly baby father is not for the weak. And I'll tell you why.
Okay. I want to know, anybody got an ugly baby daddy? Please call in. I want to hear about it.
I better shut the hell up.
How do you deal with it? How do you... What complications are there that happen because you got an ugly baby daddy?
Yeah.
I can't wait. Now, I have to make it fair because I am asking for women to call in and tell us about the ugly baby daddies. There is the flip side if you got an ugly baby mama as well.
We don't want to hear from you.
Oh, that would be funny too.
That would be rude as hell.
All right.
We could be rude to guys.
I don't know.
We gotta protect women. They're weak.
We gotta. Oh, Nard, you can't say that.
I did not even say that.
You
Billy.
can't
know
say that.
You
You
know
can't
that.
say that. You can't
could.
say that.
You've seen him. You
can't say
you've
that.
Seen it. You've
No,
seen
you
him
can't
say it.
Nope.
You
weren't
can't do it.
I didn't.
Better knock it off.
I didn't.
One more outburst from
That
you,
wasn't
sir.
me.
One more outburst.
We don't even sound alike.
Let me
We
play
sound
this
just
audio.
alike.
Nope.
And yes, bitch, I do have a very ugly, hideous looking baby father. He looks like a doo-doo turd in the toilet.
A doo-doo turd.
All right. I wonder why she hooked up with him.
I don't know. But
And
she
he
did.
could never, ever touch me. We haven't slept together in over 20 years since my daughter was a baby, okay? And he could never touch me. He's not welcome in my house. I don't talk to him. I don't want to look at him. I'm disgusted that he turned out to be such a horrible human being. That
Damn.
So anybody got the ugly baby daddy? How do you deal with it? That just seems kind of rude.
It is.
It feels
Hurtful.
rude, right? It feels hurtful.
Yep.
But I'm here for those calls.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we could deal with it as guys.
Yeah, we can handle it.
Yeah, we're rude.
Everybody's gonna get ugly at some point.
Not everybody, but yeah.
Oh, everybody gets ugly.
I mean, I think when you get to like, if you don't get ugly until you're like in your 50s and 60s and stuff like that, it really doesn't count. You know?
I don't know. I think everybody gets ugly.
Like, it's like, okay, yeah, they made it. They made it past the line there.
What's up, Larissa? You got an ugly baby daddy?
I sure do.
Okay, and
I sure do.
Why is he so ugly?
Because he has, well, for one thing, he has these really messed up teeth.
Okay, his
And
grill's all
he
messed
does-
up. Looks like he's
Yes.
been chewing on rocks.
Damn.
Yes, and then he's every time I see him, he is ashy. I'd be begging this man to
Oh,
get some
get some
lotion.
moisturizer. Yeah, CeraVe or
I
something. Do
Yeah.
something.
But does it like
And-
embarrass you when people find out like that's your baby dad? Do you hate that?
Yes,
Got
anytime that I'm out and I see him, I try to run the other way. I don't want nobody to know I'm associated with him.
Yeah.
You're right. It would be hurtful if we took calls from dudes that said that they had ugly
Oh,
baby
yeah.
mamas. I
It
don't know
would
if
be.
they could
It
handle.
would
I don't
be.
know if the room could handle that one. So we'll just maybe we just stick with ugly baby daddies.
Because it's cool to call a guy ugly. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not even a big deal.
Well, because most
It's just
men,
when you call a woman ugly, it's just rude.
it does feel. Why is that?
I don't
Why
know.
is that?
I don't know,
If
but
you
it
call
is.
a woman ugly, that just seems mean.
Yeah.
You call a dude ugly, it's like whatever.
Yep. Nard's got no problem with it, but
No.
as
All right.
gentlemen, it's like,
So-
oh, it's a bit weird.
What do you do? If you obviously you have kids, so let's say you go to a school event. How do you handle that?
I sit on the other side of the gym. That's what I do.
Okay.
Like, I tell him, like, he'll text me and be like, hey, I'm here. Like, where are you? I tell him purposely that, that we're sitting on one side of the gym. I'll actually be sitting on the other.
Okay.
That way
Now,
we-
do you ever just not tell them about events?
Okay, well, I don't want to say this, but it was one time I forgot to tell him about like a graduation. It was just like a middle school graduation. So
Sure.
it wasn't,
Yeah, it's not like high school
I'm
graduation. Just just a little middle school graduation. Just kind of forgot to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're evil.
You can relax because you don't have to see his ugly face.
And that's because he's ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
I
and it's
don't-
just
He's got
embarrassing because
ugly
people are
teeth.
like, when they see him and you, and they're like, oh man, he's hit that before. At least once. Because he's the
and-
daddy.
And never will
And
again.
it's just like,
Never
oh,
will again. she
Never
says.
will again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carolina.
This is really how moms feel.
Carolina, do you have a similar
Yes.
story?
Well, I definitely do have an ugly baby daddy, but it's only because after I have two kids from him, but it's just his personality. It just made him really ugly. And after that, I was like, wow, you're really ugly now. and now it's even physical too. He's married and he has his kids and everything, but every time someone's like, hey, who's your kid's dad? And I show them a picture, they're like, that's your kid's dad?
Oh man, they even read. Their code saying he's ugly as hell.
Yeah. But
Are
he
you-
wasn't always ugly though,
Are
right?
you
Like
em-
he used to be.
You got to be embarrassed, right? Like Larissa's embarrassed about her baby daddy. You got to be
Yes.
embarrassed about your baby daddy. That people are like, damn, I can't believe you did that.
Yes, and I kid you not, I'm like, you know what? I think it's just because when I first met him, I thought he was the hottest thing around.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you just show
Well,
photos?
was he better looking
Yeah.
when you first met him?
Show the photos from then.
No,
She said no.
You were just delusional.
Yes, I was just.
So he's always been ugly.
Okay, so that's fine. Like if he's always been ugly, then whatever.
I'm not trying to be rude because they usually say ugly people make cute kids, but
I did.
Did the
No,
kids get
I
any
do
of
have some
dad's
handsome-ass
features?
boys. I mean, I do have some handsome kids. Sorry.
Okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right. That's
okay.
all I was asking. I don't want to be rude. Nard would just say it. He'd be like, hey, did you end up
Yeah.
having some ugly ass kids? That's what Nard would have said, but I'm not going to
It
say
happens.
that. I'm not going to say that.
It does happen.
Well, thank you, Carolina. Appreciate it. Yeah. Larissa, your kids turned out cute, though?
Oh, of course my kids are cute because they got it from me.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Dan, blind Dan.
Hey man, my ex gets mad because my daughter looks a lot like me and my family.
Okay, and she
Like,
doesn't.
I'm not an ugly dude, but
you're not an ugly dude. Okay, but she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that.
She doesn't like it.
She's mad that the
I guess
kid
it's a
looks like
reminder,
you.
I guess.
Did the kid get your
I guess
eyes?
No.
I mean, who cares, Nar?
No, that was Nard trying to be
she has
rude.
A lot of she has a lot of mine and my family's features, and my ex doesn't like it because it's a reminder, I guess.
A reminder of Dan. That you probably like that, right? Because it's like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time your kid's around, her, it's like you're there.
Yeah.
Okay, but who's ugly?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody ugly? Is
You
your
look like
baby
your
mama
dad.
ugly?
No, she's not.
Okay. And you're a handsome
you
guy
that.
too. You just
You just want to flex.
yeah. That's all he wanted to
Yeah,
do.
he is.
Okay, I got it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that happens.
So, Larissa,
Mm-hmm.
do your kids ever say like, "Hey, mom, dad's kind of ugly. Why did you get with dad?"
Nobody calls their dad ugly.
One of them does like that because sometimes they'll get bullied at school, and so I'll be like, "Mom, why did you have to give why'd you pick him?" And he
So
looks.
your kid's dad is so ugly that other kids pick on your kids because dad's so ugly.
Yeah.
Can you just give us a quick description? I know you said that his teeth are kind of jacked up.
Chewing on
Mhm.
rocks, I think, is what she said.
I said that. Yeah, that he looks like
you
he's been
said
chewing
that.
on
Oh,
rocks.
okay.
But
Mhm.
what does he look like? Has he got all his hair? Is he chubby? Is he?
Okay, so he do have like some patches of hair. He's I don't want to be he's fair skinned.
Okay.
And he is. I mean, he's a little bit taller than me. I was having a moment. Usually I go for like 6 feet dudes, but
Right.
I was having a night. And and he has this like he has like a scar that goes like down his neck. So people, sometimes people mess with him about that.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right.
And
I didn't realize that this is a real thing that people go through. It's like, oh, I got an ugly baby daddy. What's up, Fat Eric?
Definitely happens.
What up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Fat Eric's ugly, but my old lady's pretty.
Okay.
She's shaped like Mermaid Man, but she's pretty as hell.
Okay. So would she say that you're not attractive?
Whenever she got with me, other girls were like, you're dating that ugly guy, and she likes ugly guys apparently. So
Okay. There are some
I have
women that
long
like
hair,
the ugly
too.
dudes. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah. Thank God for them.
Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah, not a big deal. But
No.
does she ever embarrass to be seen with you or next to you? Does she ever not tell you about school events because you're ugly?
Oh no, man. She loves daddy.
Okay, all right.
She loves daddy.
Okay, well then she just likes ugly people. There you go. Well, Larissa, do you think you could ever just get past his looks and try to invite him to certain things, or maybe sit by him? You guys do share, children together. I mean, that's kind of sweet, right?
it's cool and all, but I can't do it. I mean, I get all the questions. I get all the, what was it like? And what did he say to you? And I'm just like, I'm sick of it. So no,
So he's so ugly that nobody believes that you actually got with him.
Exactly. And it was just.
Maybe he wasn't that ugly at the time.
Yeah.
No.
Or is it
People get
possible?
ugly with age,
Well,
so.
here's another possibility. Maybe you weren't as cute at the time. Maybe you're
Okay.
cuter now. And so when you might have gone through a little bit of a, not so hot stage. So you
Yeah.
got with that guy.
Yeah.
But now you're a baddie. So it looks weird. I mean, that can happen as well.
Definitely possible.
Maybe you had a little bit of what they call a glow up.
Yep.
I see what you're saying. I see, well, because I am cute. I have always been cute. Thank you.
Okay.
So I hear what you're saying. And yeah, that's his badge of honor. That's when we're next to each other.
That's his
but he don't
badge
get
of
to have
honor.
it all the time.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if he's like, yeah, I hit that. Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that. I
right.
hit that. Is he
That's
kind-
how guys think.
Is he a pudgy guy?
No, he's extra skinny.
Really?
That's not my, yeah, that's just not my
I
aesthetic.
thought
That's
that just
not.
came with being ugly as being a little fat.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you.
You know you're
Larissa.
real ugly when you're skinny and not good looking.
Yeah, that is
You're
true.
Like
skinny.
you're an ugly son bitch.
Well, thank you, Larissa. I just thought it was kind of funny that this woman said,
Having an ugly baby father is not for the weak, and I'll tell you why. And yes, bitch, I do have a very ugly, hideous looking baby father. He looks like a doo-doo turd in the toilet.
Yeah.
I love that.
it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak of heart.
No, it's not.
I think it was kind of rude. We didn't open it up for guys too.
Yeah.
Because guys, I think guys.
I got you. I just thought that'd be a little much, but yeah.
I got a few minutes left. So if guys would like to call in and say
right
that they have, an ugly baby mama, I'll allow it. Don't you think that's fair?
I do. I mean, it is fair.
That has to happen. Maybe the dude had a little bit of a glow up. He got divorced.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the gym a little bit. Maybe got some style.
Yeah.
And then his woman is kind of ugly.
Mm-hmm.
His ex-woman. I mean, that happens.
Yep.
What does a guy do?
I
think it's more acceptable for men.
For men, what?
If the baby mama's kind of ugly, no dudes really razz him about it.
Oh man, I mean they should, but yeah,
I don't think guys are doing that.
Could you imagine having a baby with an ugly woman and then having to pay that ugly woman? Oh God. Oh, my God. I'd jump off a bridge.
Well, I mean, that seems an extreme thing to do.
Or I do what Nard does and just refuse to pay.
What's up, Mariah?
Hell yeah.
So I have a baby daddy who got ugly.
Okay.
Like he wasn't ugly when I got pregnant, but now he's ugly.
All right. Can you describe him for us?
Yeah, well, when I got pregnant, he was a skinny white dude with tattoos. We were doing kind of like a tweaker though.
Right. Okay.
Because
Now
I was on
describe
drugs at the
what's
time.
he so ugly? What makes him so ugly
Now he's a fat alcoholic who can't keep a job and won't brush his teeth.
Damn, you gotta be so embarrassed that you bleep that bleep.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. But the good news is he's not even around, so it's not like I'm having to be seen at events with him or anything.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Maverick. What's up, Maverick?
Say, what up, Billy?
What's
I got
up?
an ugly baby mama.
No way.
She and it's like a two-way mirror, not a two-way mirror, but like she looks pretty on the outside, and you wonder why don't she ever smile? Then she'll flash that smile once in every blue moon, and man, she'll scare all the fish in the pond.
Yeah. Well, how does her smile scare people away? It's supposed to, be an inviting, look at me.
No. You ever seen the movie Predator?
Yes.
When he takes his mask off,
Yeah.
and his teeth open up. That's what it looks like when she smiles.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Maverick. And Jay,
She looked pretty on the outside though.
Do you have an ugly baby mama, Jay?
Yeah, I definitely do. And she's not only ugly on the outside, she's ugly on the inside too.
Okay, well, let's just stick with aesthetics. What makes her ugly on the outside?
She's extremely overweight. I mean, I can't talk too much about the weight because I'm a big guy myself. But she's extremely overweight. She never does her makeup. She only showers maybe every 3 days. It's bad, man. She don't ever take care of herself.
Okay, and you hit that, huh? And you got her pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't one of my proudest moments. I'll be real. It wasn't one of my proudest moments.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir.
Had a baby
Appreciate
with
it. I know.
Not just not a proud moment, but I mean, had a whole ass baby.
He did. All right, that seems pretty rude. All right, I got to take a quick break. 1-855 FU Billy. We'll be right back.
Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Coming up in the program, we still got those Margarita Pour-Off tickets to give away.
Yeah.
Your chance to fart on somebody. Here's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know, what's your biggest pick-me opinion? You know how people go, oh, they're just a pick-me. A lot of ladies will be like, oh, no, she's a pick-me.
It'll be like girls making these videos like, sometimes you do just need to sit down and shut up, ladies.
Or, you need to make your man a sandwich.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't mean that. You're just doing a pick-me bit right now.
Right. If I had a man, I would always wake up to make him a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, this woman put, because they asked women, what is your most pick-me opinion? But I'll take calls from dudes too, because dudes can be pick-me's.
They can.
I think dudes
absolutely
were the inventors of the pick me.
Uh-huh.
Because guys would always say, if I was your man, I would do it like this.
Yeah.
I think dudes were the first pick me's.
100%.
I think women saw this and then just kind of started doing it, but I think men were the original pick me's.
I agree.
You go to any movie and it's a guy that's on the sidelines, right? She's got a man
Mm-hmm.
and he's on the sidelines and he just knows that man's bad for her.
Yeah.
And he's waiting there, right? Because he's a pick me.
Right.
I think men invented it, but women have kind of taken ownership of it now.
Yep.
So these were some of these ladies' biggest pick me opinions. For instance, when you're married, you should have sex with your husband whenever he wants. Pick me.
Yeah, that's a real big one for ladies.
So that's her pick me opinion,
Mhm.
is that whenever your husband wants it, you just give it to your husband.
Yep.
Pick me, pick me.
Pick me.
And most dudes will pick her.
Yep.
Right? If she's like, hey, look, if we get married, whenever you want it, you can have it.
It works. So you should see the comments that these girls get on these videos that they make. Dudes are just like, I mean, they're trying to throw like money at them. They're
Yeah, they
just
are.
like salivating. Like they're just like, oh my God. Like when these girls make these videos
Well,
where they're like, if your man comes home, what's the one recently the girls have been doing? Oh, if your man goes to work without you emptying the tank first, you know what I mean? You're a bad woman.
Yeah.
And it's like a
pick
girl
me.
like putting her hair up in a bun.
Yeah, she's putting her hair up with a hair tie.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Amazing.
I never send my man to work
See, look
with
at
a-"
this. Look at this schmuck it already worked
know.
on.
No,
I'm just looking at it right now. It's like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah, it would.
Oh yeah.
The pick me stuff works.
Yes, it does.
So ladies, if you're ever wondering like, hey, how do I get a guy? Yeah, men are going to pick you. That's why they're called pick me's.
Yeah.
Only other women give you crap for it. No man's ever like, oh, she's a pick me. No.
Mhm.
If you're like, hey, my man never goes to work with a full tank and there you are putting your hair in a bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, men are like signing up. Where do I sign up for that?
No doubt.
So it works. It's a sales pitch that works.
Yeah.
This woman, she says, if I get married, my husband, if one door's closed, if you know what I mean, there'll always be another door open for him.
Mm-hmm.
Pick me.
Pick me. That's it.
Yep.
Those are the ones.
This woman, she goes, turning down sex should be the exception, not the rule. Once it becomes the rule, the marriage is over. So pick me. So it should be just an extreme where she's violently ill, right? Or, the doctors told her she can't have sex.
Yep.
Other than that, she's always ready for sex.
Yeah.
This woman, she says that, if you don't give your man a massage, if you got a nice, hardworking man and you don't give him a massage when he comes home from work, you don't deserve to have a man. Pick me.
God dang.
If you don't rub his feet and give him food to eat,
Yep.
you don't deserve a man. Pick me.
Okay. Those are the pick me's.
Yep.
But I just don't think these people are real.
My man gets some for breakfast and for dinner. Pick me.
Yeah. Back when, my gramps was trying to convince me to vote for Kamala, I just kept calling him a pick me. He's like, what the hell was that?
What's that? Why you calling me a pick
Oh my
me?
God, Grandpa, you're such a pick me. Like, shut the hell up.
Yep. So what is your pick me? 1-855-FU Billy.
I mean, you do. You see it from guys too, where they'll come out and have like strong opinions about like women's, not even rights, but just whatever. How women are the smartest ones, and they'll just go so hard on it, and it just comes off as a pick me.
It's the male feminist will come out and say things, and you're right, that is a pick me.
And it's like, okay, like maybe you do think stuff like that. It just doesn't come across like you actually do. It just comes across like if I was a girl, it would almost piss me off because it'd almost be like, are you mocking us or something? Like, why are you're so hard like on our side, like, gassing up women. And like, I mean, they could gas themselves up, like whatever. I never understood that. But there are guys that'll just, I was watching the, Selena Gomez, her and her dude have been doing like a bunch of interviews, and like, I don't want to say the guy that she's with is a big pick me, but he's like, he does stuff like that the whole time. He might actually feel that way, but
There's a whole TikTok area where it's just pick me things to say.
yeah, like he was going off on dudes. He's like, you know, if your girl's upset about something, it's because she's probably already told you and you just don't listen. And I'm just like, shut the hell up.
That's great.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, I like it.
Because girls don't get mad unless they've already told you that
that's
thing,
dumb.
and then you just didn't listen. 'cause
I
they've
love
already
all
told
these.
And it's like girls think that you tell them, like girls act like they told you something that they haven't told you all the time. All the time. Like my girl, she'll be like, I told you to stop on the way home and pick up a pack of waters. And I'm like, you absolutely did not. I didn't even talk to you. What do you mean?
Well, I told you Wednesday.
Yeah. No, she didn't. She never told me that.
Here's a pick me. I'm not like the other girls.
Okay.
Yeah, this woman says, you know what? I am an open book for a man. Anytime he wants to read me, he can. Pick me. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't think there's anything better than pick me.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get to a man's heart, yeah, be a pick me. You know who's married right now? A bunch of pick me's. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to be picked.
Right.
Yeah. So you know who gets the ring? Pick me's. I know everybody hates on pick me's, but the pick me line works. This woman's pick me line was, when you're married, you should have sex with your husband whenever he wants. That's from Nikki. She says, pick me. That was hers. And you know what? All these guys were like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a woman like that. Nothing works better on a guy than pick me quotes.
Yeah.
Nothing will get a guy commit to you faster than being a pick me. Look at Justin Bieber. His girl had like a 10-year plan trying to get him to pick her, even while he was in a relationship. She might be the best pick me of all time.
Right. She might be.
The work that she put in, that Haley Bieber, 10 years, incredible.
No, it is.
All right, so I got some tickets that I got to give away.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Another
I also
report,
have
right,
a girl beats up friend for sleeping with her man.
Oh, no.
And this dude's complaining because he only gets missionary. We'll do that
Aw.
next.
Back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Yes, Billy Madison Show. 150 of these limited edition 99.5 Kiss Billy Madison Show 2025 Fiesta medals. If you would like one, you got to stop by McFinnigan's Pub, Blanco Road in Lock Hill, Selma from noon to 2 is when we're going to be there. First 150 people stop by, you'll receive that. It's all brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. My bros at Game Day Men's Health. You got to be 21 or older. Medals are one per person. While supplies last, they're predicting these to go extremely fast.
Oh, yeah.
So
we'll see.
I mean, if they don't, we look like idiots. But it is at noon.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have jobs and stuff.
Yeah, take a lunch.
That's right. Take a little lunch.
Take a little lunch. Have a beer.
Who works on Fridays?
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
We do.
Yeah, us dumbasses.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have to, but
we. All right.
I mean,
so,
I don't know if people keep taking Fridays off.
Yeah.
So this woman brought her 8 kids to a date.
Damn.
8 of them?
Yeah, she's got 8 kids.
Oh, those poor kids.
All right. Well,
Field trip?
no, but
relax.
The dude left her there.
I would too.
All right, listen to this.
Y'all, please tell me why I went on a date last night, me and my 8 kids, and the man left us at the table. Okay, so I had been talking to this man for a few months now, or whatever like that. He knew I had 8 kids. So last night he wanted to take me out on a date. So he was already at the restaurant, and I was home, getting myself together. So he was like, where you at? I'm at the restaurant. So I was like, yeah, I'm home, getting me and my kids together. He did not say anything. We get to the restaurant. He then says, why did you bring your kids? So now I'm looking at him like, sir, why wouldn't I bring my kids? You need to get to know me and my kids.
Right. I mean, that seems fair.
Didn't have a cookout.
Nord, you're out there.
Didn't
have a cookout.
Yeah, at your house.
I mean, that's a good idea. Maybe invite him
Yeah, if
over,
you're
and
that
then
worried about it.
you supply the food and things
Yeah,
like that. Have a
hell
nice
yeah.
cookout. So you've had
I'll
a
meet
woman.
all of them.
You've had women that have multiple children invite you, and then they have a cookout.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have, but like not the very first
Maybe
date.
a picnic, and it's cold cuts or something.
Not a picnic.
Like you get a
Yeah.
bag of bread.
You're like,
and
you
get some
guys wait out
cheese.
here. I'm gonna go inside and do your
Yeah,
mom.
right?
Is that what you do?
No, I
You
don't.
sick pervert.
No,
Well, you're the only one that's out there being a
Right.
slut.
I wouldn't.
You're the one throwing out ideas. That's because you've probably done it.
Yeah,
Have a
I would
cookout.
do a cookout before I
Yeah.
went out to dinner with 8 kids.
Actually on our first date.
Calm down.
So
Calm down.
he ain't said nothing else. We ordered our food. We eating, chopping it up or whatever like that. Then he said he needs to go to the restroom. Me not thinking nothing of it. Y'all, please tell me why this man went to the restroom and never came back.
All right. Why did he go to the restroom and not come back? We'll go around the room. She brought her 8 children on a first date to go out with this man.
Are we trying to come up with reasons
Yes,
why
I mean,
left?
I don't know. I mean, I
What do you mean
I
you
got a
don't
blank.
know?
The list is right there.
I
You
just
don't know?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up blank.
She had 8 children.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
let's
8
go
things
to
on that
Nard.
list
I
to-
still haven't heard a good reason
There's
why he
8
would
things
just
on
leave.
that list.
Yeah, it's like
So why, Nord? You're the guy. You're the bop
I'm
out
not-
there, just
yeah.
bopping around.
I'm not paying for the field trip to eat. Like, no, there's no way. Like, if she
Stop
showed up,
calling it a field trip.
Okay, they could all show up in a small bus.
Yeah, they could, but they
yeah,
don't.
That's a field trip. Last time I checked.
All right.
Okay, so you're saying it's because of the children.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, do you have an answer? I'm trying to figure this out.
What do you mean?
Why would he leave?
I think she catfished him on her picture.
Okay,
Oh,
could
okay,
be
you
a
don't think it's the
catfish
kids, huh?
situation.
I'm just trying to give her benefit of the doubt.
All right,
Yeah.
I mean, she did ask the question, so listen.
Restroom. Me not thinking nothing of it. Y'all, please tell me why this man went to the restroom and never came back.
All right, Derek. So she asked the question, why did this man go to the restroom and not come back?
I'm going to say because she had 8 kids.
Okay, I'm still running a blank.
Yeah,
so.
all right. I think it's pretty easy.
Maybe
It's her
as they were
personality.
chopping it up, he noticed there wasn't a connection.
But
He
yeah.
could just be a bad guy.
No.
I think he's just a bad guy.
He just didn't know what to do with the 8 kids.
Who does?
Like, he was probably embarrassed because the kids were probably going crazy. at the restaurant, and he's just like, "What? Like this isn't me."
He probably started maybe he saw his future, right?
You know how much
he
a bill would
started,
be for 8 kids,
right? Just flashing in your eyes.
He should have already seen that if they were FaceTiming or talking on the phone for a couple of months.
Is there any place that offers 8 strips? Where you can get 8, and then each kid gets a strip and then some fries.
I mean, Cane's has a Caniac.
All right, just go to Cane's, get a Caniac for the kids.
Yeah.
Just have one. Each get a strip.
I usually knock one of those down myself.
I know, but we're on a budget.
Yeah, I got it.
Imagine growing a horn out of your head. Nard's growing a horn out of his hand right now.
Yeah.
You see that thing?
My growth started probably about a year ago. It grows every day, gets bigger. It's painful at times. It has a ring that it grows out of that is very tender. It's a horn. It's basically, you'd see a rhinoceros. It's a hard, want anybody to see it. So I wear my hair up, pretty much tuck it under my hair.
She tucks her horn underneath the hair.
If I hit it, it hurts a lot. At work, we have racks, and I'll have to...
How can they get rid of that thing, dude?
I don't know.
I mean, she's got to have some good jokes.
Yeah.
Hey, just going to warn you, I'm a little horny.
Uh-huh.
Look, no, it's a horn out of my head.
Yep.
duck under them, so when I come back out, I have to make sure I don't hit my head on them because it causes a lot of pain. The growth makes me feel gross. Who has like a horn growing out of their head?
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
I don't know one person.
We had a guy that used to come on the show, but he had a ball sack on his hand.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, it was a real ball sack that grew on his hand.
Yeah, it was insane, to be honest.
And he also has a big, giant horn-like thing growing out of his forehead that he sets his sunglasses on, which is pretty incredible. His name was Dick.
Yeah.
And he liked to
That's a
dance.
recent picture of him.
Oh my gosh,
damn,
that thing is huge.
I'm his dick.
Yeah.
Wow,
No,
look at show Chris. I'm gonna throw up.
Can the camera see? I don't know.
Can the camera see it? Show
old
it to him,
dancing
Derek,
dick.
please.
I don't know.
Oh, you got to turn your brightness down.
Okay, hold on.
Turn that brightness down. Wow, zoom in on that thing on his forehead.
Can you see it or no?
Yeah, now you can. Zoom in.
I don't know if you can you zoom in.
Yeah,
on
you
this?
can zoom in right on there,
Yeah,
the screen.
it's tough.
Wow, that thing's gotten way bigger.
This guy right here, he knocked out Nard in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
In a cage. Nard decided he was going to headbutt his knee, knocked himself out.
That's one of the people that we would get rid of Nard to get back.
He got knocked out by a unicorn.
This guy's dream was to be a Chippendale dancer
was.
in Las Vegas.
Yes.
He had a whole routine.
He came in. He was known as Dancing Dick because his name is Richard and he goes by Dick.
Now he does this thing where he does videos on Instagram, and when he's doing them, he puts his glasses on top of the bump.
Why
That's what
wouldn't he just get it
uses.
removed?
Well, because I think
this is Moneymaker,
it's him
man.
now. Yeah,
It's his
that's-
moneymaker.
Yeah.
It's a
that's-
conversation piece.
It is.
Nobody else has it.
I've never seen anybody else have that thing growing out of their
I
forehead.
don't even know if Chet can see that, but
This dude is complaining, and I don't know. Maybe this is a good complaint, a fair complaint.
yeah.
He's upset that he only gets missionary.
I said go to sleep now. I'm not ready to have any boring sex tonight. I'd rather go to
He told his woman, he's like, I'm going to sleep. I am sick of all the boring sex. It's always missionary. Missionary. That's all you want. It's a missionary.
sex tonight. I'd rather go to bed starved. Every time. Missionary, missionary, missionary.
I go to
He's
bed
so
starved.
pissed.
It's like, I just want the police dog position just once.
Yeah.
Can I have that just once? Missionary, missionary.
It
I don't know
surprised
if
me
you
though
went
how
to
many
missionary
people
school,
don't
or that's
do
the
it
only
like
thing
that.
they taught you in biology class. Missionary. Your mates are doing exciting things, hanging on the wall, different styles.
Yeah, hang from a wall, different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing missionary every single time, I could see how that would get kind of lame.
It would, but then again, other people are just like, be happy that you're getting some.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like that.
Well, I mean, I get that too.
I don't know, because, when I was, young and poor and stuff, stuff my grandma would say, she'd be like, it would just be like a syrup sandwich. She'd be like, well, be happy that you're eating.
Right. And I mean, she's got a point.
She does have a point, but it was like, hey.
It's still rude, but yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but I can't wait to work hard so I'm never in this position.
True.
Right? So
yeah.
Imagine that, and so imagine having the wife that's like, well, be happy that you're getting some.
Yeah. Until you can get another woman, just be happy with it.
Like,
and that's
geez,
how you
well,
should.
just be glad you're getting some. You know how many guys don't get any?
Uh-huh.
So just enjoy this missionary.
You got to sometimes go out there and show her that you can get a better offer. You do. That's what your job does. If you're like want to raise your job's like, well, show me you can get a better deal somewhere else. Otherwise, why would we pay you more?
Isn't that what the last guy said?
Yeah, it is what he said. Yeah, that is what he said. And the fact that I didn't have my name on the show.
Well, but here's
like that was a big deal.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, Derek, your name's not even on the show.
That's stupid. That's a dumb reason.
I like Joe though. He's a good guy.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I think it'll be different next time.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing keeping you here.
Right. Yeah, no, it's wherever. No, they know that I'm tethered to you, so it's just wherever you decided. I'm fine. I make great money. I'm good.
I know.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but I want you to be happy. Is
I
there
am
any place
happy.
you want to move?
I'm very happy.
Let me know. We'll
wherever
move.
you're going to be happy at, that's where I'll be.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
This has just been the best time here.
Yep. It's been good recently.
Yeah, it's been this. We got a badass GM.
We do.
Which I got to give a shout out to
PD.
him. Joe's fantastic. Our GM is fantastic. He just brought us Whataburger.
He did.
Nard didn't share it with me, but whatever.
I don't think I've ever had a GM ever bring us breakfast.
No, not since Dan.
Not since Dan, yeah.
And then Joe just eats McDonald's in front of us.
Okay. Well, he gets it for himself, yeah.
Well, that was rude. Are you
Yeah,
saying
that was-
Joe never brings us anything?
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Shame it again, man.
Yep.
No, I think he set out a challenge to Joe. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe, I mean, he set the bar high.
Yeah. I mean, the GM's bringing us
But
breakfast.
the
What are you going to
GM's
bring us?
above Joe, though, so like of course he brings it. It's not like one of Joe's underlings brought us breakfast.
I know, but it's still, he set the bar high for management.
Come on, stop it.
Look at Nard, just ruffling feathers.
Yep. Just trying to get free breakfast is what he's trying to do.
Always. That's what I said. When
That's what I'm
the
just trying to help
GM brings breakfast and I got nothing.
Uh-huh. I didn't even see one of those tacos.
Do you want to know the biggest? Okay, so this woman, she was like, there's too many men that don't understand anything about vaginas.
Yeah, that's me.
which is fair.
My vagina.
Because it's lady, it's yours. So we don't know.
Yep.
Right? So she wanted to bust some of the myths about vaginas. In fact, there's so much misinformation about what happens to women's bodies. So this is what they want to say. That the myth is that too much sex is bad for the woman. That's a myth.
Okay.
Also, having too many partners is bad. This woman is saying that's a myth.
The woman saying that's a myth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Women are often told that they shouldn't engage in too much sex.
Mm-hmm.
The right amount of sex is dependent upon the individual, but your body can handle it, is what they're saying. And so this is a woman that wanted to dispel all these myths. And she explained that, like any form of exercise, sex increases your heart rate, which actually is positive for your cardiovascular health. Also, sex does wonders for your pelvic floor health. In fact, a 2022 study found that orgasm, when combined with exercises, can improve pelvic floor strength and function. So it's good for bladder control.
Gotcha.
So research has found that couples who are in satisfying relationships find that sex is a good stress reliever. This is, however, not the case for couples who are in unsatisfying relationships. They find that if you're in an unsatisfying relationship, you don't want to do it. Sex is also a great way to feel closer to your partner, those type of things. And it also has a surprising additional benefit.
Yeah.
It increases your productivity.
Right.
So for women that engage in regular action, according to this lady, their productivity goes up. One study found that individuals who were married, employed, and maintained very active sex lives reported greater happiness at work following sexual activity. So after a good night of railing, she shows up ready, invigorated to work.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if Nard knew that, those parts on a lady could, like, do stuff like this.
Oh, God, no. Stop it.
What?
Cool.
Right?
Oh, gosh. That's so gross.
Yeah. Produce.
Nope.
Yeah.
Stop it. That,
That's Elon's Twitter right there.
Now, it says
he
here.
needs to ban himself.
But both, they emphasize that does not mean that a woman or anybody should just be engaging in more sex simply because it's good for you. You have to want to do it.
Uh-huh.
But for those that don't engage in it, you're missing out on a lot of the benefits.
Sure.
Even though a good romp is something a lot of people strive for, not everyone wants that. And that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
But she's saying that having, more partners is not bad, as well as having more sex is not bad for the woman. So if that's something that you want to do, it is definitely not bad for you. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever you just showed Nard just hit. He looks like he's going to puke.
I can't even believe he
I know. I mean, that was nasty,
doesn't
wasn't it?
like
That's
that.
a nasty
Why would
thing.
he want to show us?
All right. Let me take a quick break. I got to give away 2 pairs of Margarita Pour-Off tickets next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show. The Billy Madison Show.
All right, anybody want to go to the margarita pour-off? I have 2 pairs of tickets staying for me to give away, so half will win, half will lose.
Okay.
You got a 50% chance of winning.
Sounds good.
50% chance of winning. I need 4 contestants. Also, your chance to fart on somebody coming up. It's always fun.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, this woman has a theory that sex actually weakens men. That if men can get their, their lust in check, that your life is going to be better. Listen to this.
Men are becoming so weak because they idolize sex. They put sex on a pedestal, and the quickest and easiest way to weaken a man is sex. And it's the dumbest thing on the planet to invest in women who don't care about you.
Yeah. So they're saying like women that don't care about you, like OnlyFans and strippers and all that other weird stuff that dudes are getting into.
And all of these OnlyFans girls, all of these porn sites, all these webcam girls, they're there to manipulate you. So the reason why men have lost all their masculinity is that they put looks and appearance on a pedestal. And if a woman looks like a woman that he likes, he will drop all of his boundaries and standards just to get her attention, and she manipulates you. And if you're a man who can get manipulated by a pretty girl, you are the weakest man in the world.
Ah, man, she's got such a good point. Such a good point. I mean, just listen to Nard over there. He's like, if he could just find a hot girl, he'd let her just walk all over him.
All over.
Right? Just stomp on
whatever you wanted to do.
She could sleep around.
Yes.
Yeah, you would share her. You don't care.
Yeah,
You want a peg, Nard?
I don't. What?
Yeah,
No,
no. If she's hot enough, you're
Yeah.
getting pegged.
No.
You so would.
You said you would. You said for the right amount of money, you bleep a dude's bleep.
Yeah, that's different than being
If a
pegged.
hot ass girl wanted to peg you, you would get
No,
pegged.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
I honestly think you would.
Oh, he would. He definitely
Then
would.
I get to pick the size.
Yeah, well, if she's
If
hot
you're the
enough,
hot
if
girl,
she's hot enough, she'll pick the size.
You're not picking
Chris,
anything.
did you get to pick the size?
No, but I mean, I saw what she had. So you know,
He
I was
saw
like-
what she was working with.
like not working with, but it looked glidey.
Yeah,
It
no, you
looked
saw.
glidey.
So
It looked glidey.
you know,
In case you don't know, if you're just
it
new
wasn't
to the program,
anatomically correct.
Chris
It was
did
not.
get pegged, but it was for a purpose. He was pegged with a purpose.
Yeah, it was for charity.
That's right. It was called pegging for pennies.
Pegging for pennies. That's tough.
That is tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, it is.
Man, I bet it was tough. You're tough though, man. Look at you.
But I would not.
Ram tough is what you are. If you're a truck, you'd be ram tough.
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't do a special act to a dude for any money, not even like $1 million.
No.
$1 billion.
I couldn't do it.
You could.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do what you did. I would rather do
I
the
would
act
rather.
with it.
I'd rather get pegged by a hot chick than to give a man.
Nard said he'd rather
mouth
give a
hugs.
man pleasure.
Yes, before I got
I don't
pegged.
understand that.
What do you mean you understand that? Because you're in control.
All right, let's go to Ann. She would like to. Ann. Oh, because Nard, because you know you'd be good at it. You
No,
get it
I'm
done
not,
quick.
I wouldn't be good at it, but I'm in control.
All right, Ann, who do you want? You want Derek, Goof, Nard, or Chris?
I'll take Derek.
Derek, yeah,
Okay.
that's a solid
All right,
pick
Ann.
right there. Let's go to Fallon. Fallon, do you want Derek, which you can't have, or
Yeah.
Chris, Nard, or Goof?
Let's go with Derek.
Yeah, you can't have him.
Yeah.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Can I get Chris?
You can have Chris. You get to have Chris.
Chris, I guess.
All right. Leslie, you want Nard?
Yes. I'm going to put
Okay.
all my money on Nard today.
All right. she's putting
Nard,
her-
you got to bring it home, man.
Got it.
Bring
All
home.
right. 2 of you are going to win.
Yeah.
2 will lose. Andrew, you get Goof.
That's cool.
All right. That is cool. All right. We're going to start our game now. Half of you win, half of you lose. Just so we're all clear on the rules here. Half win, half lose. All right. Here we go. We're going to go with just basic trivia. True or false, the same rules apply. You get one correct, you get the point. But if you answer again and you don't get it correct, you lose a point. All right, here we go. The Amazon rainforest is the largest rainforest in the entire world.
Chris.
I think I heard Chris because Nard cut me off.
True.
That is true. Bamboo is a type of tree.
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
False.
False. It is a grass. Earth has only 4 oceans.
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
False.
That is false.
Yeah.
There's actually 5.
5. Mhm.
We can go through the Atlantic, the Pacific, or as Nard says, the Pacific,
Pacific.
and Indian, Southern, and Arctic.
Yeah.
All snakes are venomous. Yes, Nard.
False.
That is false. That's right. Nard's like, I got a snake in my pants. It is not venomous at all. Don't even bite nothing. It is false. Coral reefs are made of living organisms.
Chris.
You cut me off.
Nard
and
cut
Goof
you
did-
way off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Chris on this one.
Oh, sorry, Goof. I
He
forgot.
cut me off as well.
Yeah, just barely, but
I'm gonna say true.
It is true. What is the score?
so Chris and Derek have 2, Nard with 1. I've got nothing.
Okay. Polar bears live in Antarctica.
Derek.
Let's go to Derek.
That's true.
Chris.
Yes, Chris.
False.
That is false. They live in the Arctic.
They definitely live in Antarctica.
But they live in the Arctic is the
The Arctic Circle.
They definitely live in Antarctica. No doubt.
lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun.
Nard.
Goof.
Yes, Nard.
That's true.
Goof.
That is true.
Damn.
Bats can see very good.
Nard.
Goof.
Yes, Nard.
That's false.
Goof.
Actually, they can see. So
Not very
Okay.
good.
You said very
Okay.
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
they see great.
Okay.
They don't see great.
I was gonna answer, but all right.
Yes.
Next question,
Nobody
I
gets
guess?
that point. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They see. They rely on the echolocation. They're really
Put Billy
good
down
seers.
for that point.
The Sahara is a big ass desert in the world.
Nard.
Goof.
Yes, Nard.
That's false.
Chris.
Goof.
Yes, who said Chris? I think
True.
that's true. It is a big desert. It's
In
not.
the world.
So are you?
It's not the biggest. I just said it's a big
Yeah,
ass
big
desert.
ass desert in the world is what you said.
Yeah. Octopuses have 5 hearts.
Derek.
Goof.
I heard Nard.
That's false.
Goof.
That is false. They have 3. What is the score?
So Chris has got 4, Derek with 1, and Nard stays at 2.
Okay. Frogs drink water with their mouths.
Goof.
You guys cut me off. I think I heard Derek.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris.
Goof. Dang.
How is that not true?
False.
Chris, it is false. They absorb it through their skin.
God, frogs are so stupid. Stupid.
The blue whale is the largest land animal in the world.
Chris.
Yes, Nard.
That's false.
That is false. That's right. It's the largest animal, but it lives where?
In the ocean.
In the ocean. Good
Nice.
job,
I can't
Nard.
believe you got
Nice.
that.
What's the score?
So Chris has got 5, Nard with 3, Derek with 0, and myself with 0.
I mean, has Derek gotten? Shouldn't he have negative?
No, he had 1 before he got the 1
Gotcha.
wrong.
I got
Okay.
hold
So
on
0
one
now.
too. So yeah.
Oh,
The Great Barrier Reef can be seen all the way from outer space.
Derek.
Goof.
Yes, Derek.
That's true.
That is true. All birds can fly.
Nard.
Derek.
Gosh, I heard Derek.
That's false.
That is false. All right. Venus is the hottest planet in our entire big ass solar system.
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
That's false.
Chris.
Damn.
Oh,
Yes, Chris.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Not nonsensical.
Trees.
Mercury definitely.
Mercury
hotter.
doesn't have an atmosphere. It can't hold
It's
heat.
absolutely hotter.
Trees produce oxygen only during the day.
Nard.
Derek.
Nard.
That's true.
Goof.
That is true. Dolphins are animals.
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
That's false.
Chris.
That's false. They are mammals.
What?
They're mammals.
Yeah, man.
They're not animals?
No.
They're mammals.
Sure, of course not. Duh.
Okay.
They don't have an atmosphere.
Volcanoes only exist on Mother Land.
Nard.
Goof.
Motherland.
You cut me off, Nard. You cut me
sound
off.
like it was like a hard stop.
No, then I would have stopped at Mother. Volcanoes only are on Mother. Okay, but it's Motherland.
You said
Yes, Derek.
That's true.
Chris.
Yes, Chris.
False.
It is false. They also are under the water.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're also in Mother.
Well,
Mother
I
Earth's
was trying to figure out
water.
where Motherland is.
Motherland.
That next to Disney or?
It's Germany for you.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's Fatherland.
All
That's the
bees die after they sting.
Nard.
Yes, Nard.
That's false.
That is false. Only
No, that's
honeybees
true.
do.
I remember hearing that when I was a kid, so it's true.
The planet of Earth is perfectly round.
Nard.
Is Nard the only one answering?
I mean, I've tried, so I'm at 0, so there's no coming back.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nard.
That's false.
That is false. It's an oblate spheroid.
Okay.
Penguins live in both the Arctic and Antarctic.
Nard.
I thought he was still.
He cut you off.
He did, Derek.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
What?
Chris.
Yes.
False.
It is false.
Jesus Christ.
He cut you off.
All right. Sharks are mammals.
Goof.
Yes, Goof.
True.
Chris.
Chris.
False.
False. They're actually fish.
Oh.
It's a fish.
They
It's a
have
big,
gills.
giant, like pissed off, rude fish.
Yeah.
No.
Water boils at the same temperature everywhere.
Nard.
Yes, Nard.
That's false.
Chris.
That is false. It varies by altitude. All right. I think, do we have two winners?
Yeah, it's Chris and Nard.
Chris and Nard. Derek's guy already hung up.
Yeah, he saw I was getting screwed.
All right. So, Leslie and Chris, congratulations. Fallon, you guys are our winners. So, 50% win. Derek, you had a shot there, bud. You had a
Yeah,
shot.
I got hoed. That's fine.
I don't know that you
No,
got.
you did. Yep.
I don't know about that.
It's time to play. Who do you want to fart on? Got an ex, neighbor, family member, former friend? Call in now. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY. And tell us who you want to fart on.
Who would you like to fart on? Anybody that you would like to fart on? We'll go around the room first because I know Goof has got to get these winners.
Yeah.
But who would you guys like to fart on? All right, long week for you, Nard. Not your best week, not your worst.
What?
But who would you like to fart on?
I got.
That was a simple question. Just rambling, huh?
Yeah.
Just gonna ramble all the way through it, huh? You got anybody or what?
No, I don't.
No, nobody? You want to fart on your car? It's been at the shop a bunch.
Yeah, it's going through. It's like that time of month.
Okay. You'd like to fart on Nard for that answer?
Yep.
All right.
All right, Chris, anybody you would like to fart
Of course, I want to fart on Nard this time, though, for backing out on our weekend.
That's
plans.
right. He was supposed to go to Corpus, and then he made up some mythical story that his kid is playing sports.
Yeah.
Right. Big fart on Nard. Derek, anybody?
Probably whoever scheduled a remote for Friday noon.
Okay. All right.
Fart on that person, that'd be great.
All right, Aaron, who would you like to fart on?
Hey, how you doing, man? So I want to fart on a couple of my coworkers, Pokey and Walt.
What did
and
Pokey
man,
and Walt do?
Man, they just ride around in the truck all day, not doing any kind of work while the rest of us got to work. And Walt is forever saying something about spankings. It's just weird.
Okay. That would be weird. Let's go to Daniel. Daniel, who would you like to fart on?
I'd like to fart on Caesar for not coming out to drink beer with me last night and not coming into work today.
Oh, man, he didn't even have beers or come to work. That's very rude. Let's go to Derek. Yes, Derek, who would you like to fart on, sir?
I like to fart on my friend Neil.
Okay, what did Neil do?
Because he's skipping out on boys' weekend, going golfing and partying to take some chick he just met to a crawfish boil.
Oh, you can't blame him for that.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can hold it.
Not everybody's into boys' night. Maybe he's more into girls' night. What's up, Delgado?
Yo, what's up, Billy? Thanks for keeping it real. Hey, Derek, I like that hat. New York.
Thanks, buddy.
Representing Nasty Nathaniel Daniel.
Yeah, he's
And
he's extra nasty this week.
Yeah.
He came in smelling like hot dog water all week.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Hey, I want to fart on my work truck, number 15. No AC all month.
Oh,
The
that's.
boss keeps on saying that he's going to fix it.
Oh, man, it's hot as hell right now, too. Nord, you got to let people sniff you today so they can smell it themselves.
Okay.
You know, when we're out and about,
Yep.
because we're going to be at McFinnigan's Pub in just a little bit from noon to 2 with 150 of these limited edition medals that you can only get if you're 21 or older because it's a pub.
Yeah.
And you only get one medal. So don't go there trying to get all the medals. You get one medal per person. We got 150. It's very nice of the station to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Big Mac? And it's brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. What's up, Big Mac? Who do you want to fart on?
Going on, Billy. I'm sorry, but I got to do it on you, man. I've been trying to do this for like 3 weeks to fart on you.
Okay.
Because sometimes you're just a prima donna, and it really chaps my hide.
Okay. Can you give me an example?
Sometimes you just do some really girly stuff that just like, come on, Billy, where's your cojones
Are you
at?
talking about the bath? Like I missed a bath this morning. I'm a little ornery about that. Are you talking about the perfume?
Oh, definitely the perfume. That's a major one right there.
Yeah, no. One of the best NFL quarterbacks also wears perfume, sir.
That's why he don't get sacked, because no one wants to sack him because a girl.
Or maybe that's why he does get sacked so much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're like, man, you smell so good. I want to sack you. Thank you, sir. What's up, Josh? Who would you like to fart on?
How's it going, fellas? I would like to fart on my son.
Oh, what'd your son do?
He was born this week. He was supposed to be born on 420.
Oh, you smoke weed, huh? Because that would have been fun.
Yeah. Hey, Nard, my wife says, what's up? Meet her behind Bill Miller's.
Okay. All right. She just had a baby.
What's up, Ed?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Yes, who would you like to fart on?
I want to fart on my boss, Alfredo. He's been on my ass at work this week, and I want to give him a big, fat, wet fart.
Oh, big fat. This is a good one. Here you go. Solomon. Who would you like to fart on, sir, Mr. Solomon?
Yeah, I would like to fart on my tractors because they let me down all week because they've been in the shop. And also, I'll see y'all later this evening because I'm headed to San Antonio.
Okay. Awesome. Badass. You should probably try to get here by noon, though, so you can get that
not
medal.
this evening. You'll see Nard tonight.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. What's up, Billy?
What's up? I'd like to fart on a couple of coworkers. Aaron, also Jesse, Patrick, and Sergio.
And they're just
They
not
don't do nothing all day.
They don't do anything. You got to do all the work, huh?
Dang.
That's
Yeah,
how
they
we
don't do
feel with
anything. They
Nard.
just drive all day.
Yeah, let's
You just
add
drive
Nard
all
to that
day.
list. Nate, did you want to fart on anybody, Nate?
Yeah, I want to fart on my buddy Lupe because I'm trying to wake him up so we can go see y'all get our medals.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to be there. Make sure you get there early so that you can be in line to get that medal.
Yeah, we're fixing to head over there.
All right. Appreciate it. Well, we will see you in just a bit, Nate. Dan, who do you want to fart on?
Hey man, I want to fart on all my friends today.
Okay.
Because they're all busy. They can't get me a ride to McFinnigan.
Oh, Nard will pick you up. I'll put you on hold. Yeah. I mean, Nard's not doing nothing.
Nothing,
Let's go
yeah.
to Sierra. Go ahead.
He'll be
Who
in
would you
town
like?
all weekend.
Who would you like to fart on?
I want to fart on all my coworkers or whoever told because now we can't smoke our weed in the back. I work at a tattoo shop and I just feel like, man, that's part of the industry.
Oh
People
man,
cry all the
you
time.
can't smoke weed at a tattoo place? Oh, that's silly. All right, well, thank you guys so much. All right, quick break. We got the news next.
It's time.
Now it is our job to report the news.
The big ass giant world news.
The revolution will be broadcast
On the Billy Madison Show.
All right. Hey, you might have saw the incredible story, the weird story about Taylor Swift, where she might be doing legal action against Kanye West after he smears her with just a bizarre statement saying that she got it on with two A-list guys at the same time. I think they were talking about Justin Bieber and Harry Styles. I don't even know if those guys even hang out.
Yeah.
But obviously they're saying it's not true. And now Travis Kelce wants to confront him face-to-face, man-to-man.
I mean, good luck. I don't know how he's going to.
I don't know how he's going to find him, see him, or whatever. Yeah. But it's just, what a dumb thing to say.
That's I would expect Travis to have that reaction.
Yeah, well, any dude would.
Yeah.
And furious Coachella campers reveal hellhole conditions as iconic festival descends into mayhem. It's this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So, and obviously in, Coachella Valley and all that, but they're saying that people were waiting 12 hours, no restrooms, no toilets, nothing like that. It's just descended into chaos.
That sounds not like Coachella.
Nord wanted to go, and I was like, bro, you're way too old for Coachella.
Oh, yeah.
That
way
sounds
too old.
miserable.
You need to go to Old Fella, not
Right.
Coachella.
Yeah.
I know you're a big festival guy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, you used to
Oh,
be. You
yeah.
went to because the porta potty parties that you used to have. Remember that? The coked out porta
Yep.
potty parties?
Fort Myers, I remember 'em.
Possessed sea lions are attacking swimmers as man has close call with a demon. Those things will whoop your ass.
I bet.
And anyways, they're saying that these things are mad. Well, I mean, you're kind of in their yard. So swimmers on California beaches have been attacked by rabid sea lions after the creatures feasted on a poisonous fish and made them go crazy and made the sea lion look possessed. So
Yeah.
I guess they ate some sort of poisonous fish and now they're all going crazy.
Oh, no.
Most Americans begin to panic once their phone battery hits a certain number. Can you guess what the number is?
15.
15. What do you think?
20?
20. No, it's 38%
Okay.
is the panic percentage. That's
It's a little early.
Yeah. They're like, whoa, I got only 38%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. That's when they want to go find a charger immediately.
Yeah.
They start freaking out. So this woman, she quit her job as a veterinarian so that she could make more money making porn.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
what I've
this,
heard.
but 50% of veterinarians end up not doing it.
That's weird.
So you go to all that schooling.
Yeah, to get
and
that.
and then you don't do
And then
it.
you're like, all right, I'm going to do something else.
I think it's similar for lawyers. About 50% of lawyers end up not going into law, not practicing law.
I didn't know that either.
So,
I figure if you went to school, you just did whatever you went to school for.
but maybe you could get in a
What's
business.
the point of going to school?
Do something like that with a law degree. I'm sure there's lots of other opportunities.
yeah,
but
okay.
as a veterinarian,
Yeah, you're probably right.
she's 36 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and she decided that she was going to be a veterinarian.
Mm.
And she said it was just too much work. So now she's a porn lady.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do vet stuff just because of,
I wouldn't want to do porn stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Fashion police are slamming this guy. His name is Rick Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen those $5,000 inflatable balloon boots?
Yeah, I have.
They're called the world's most controversial clothing item.
Okay.
Nord, I want to show you. So let's say you meet a nice lady on a first date and she's got these boots on.
Oh, God, no.
You don't think that's hot?
No, that's not hot. Nothing
All
about
right,
it.
what do you think about this guy's look right there?
That looks stupid.
Yeah, everybody wants these. They're $5,000. Here's a whole balloon outfit that you can wear.
What?
Derek, have you seen that one?
No, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Let me see if anybody can see it on the camera. You might be able to
But
see
that
it.
just means he's doing good.
Yeah, I mean, people
If
will just
people
put
are
'em up.
just like, if people are pissed about it,
I don't know where you're going to wear them.
especially in fashion, oh, that means that this is going to be the new thing.
A grave warning as women die from risky vagina surgery.
Don't do it.
I think you got to be look, you know when a dude's face is maybe not the best, he's kind of got a weak chin and stuff like that, what do? We grow out our beard.
Yeah.
Right? That's all you got to do, ladies. If you're like,
Grow
mine's
out your
kind of
beard.
ugly, grow that thing out. That's what it's there for.
Mm.
That's nature's cure for ugliness.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do. And too many women are going in, they're getting vaginal fillers to enhance their sex lives. 2 women have died from this surgery.
Yeah. I mean,
they get the Barbie because they want to have a Barbie vagina.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, no, it's too risky.
No, it's not worth it.
I mean, that's why they call it, it's cosmetic surgery.
Yep.
It's not a surgery that you have to have.
Yeah.
It's an elective. That's why insurance doesn't cover it.
Still surgery.
It is. And so you want to, and this one woman, sadly, she now has what she calls a dead vagina because she has no feeling down there
It's
at all.
dead?
It's dead. There's no
Damn.
feeling. She gets nothing out of relations, nothing out of Australian kisses, nothing out of anything.
Wow. It's almost like it's paralyzed.
Loved up couple caught in disgusting act at a ballpark. I thought this was a little weird. So on camera, one dude, it was like one hot dog, and they were sharing a hot dog, and they were each taking a bite from each end. Here, I'll show you this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's
all right.
There they are.
Yeah. I mean, those guys are just funny.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I mean, they definitely know they're on camera.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like two girls doing that, it's like whatever.
That'd be sexual.
A couple doing that, it's weird.
Yeah.
But speaking of weird, the Weezer bassist guy, his wife,
yeah, that
got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that she shot at police, and that's why police shot at her.
Right. I mean,
well, he went on to say, because they asked him about it, right? They caught up with him, and he's like, you know what? We'll see you at Coachella this weekend.
He's like, you know what? My wife's going to be all right.
He goes,
I got a show to do.
She's all right. Thanks for asking.
Yep.
As he's walking his dogs, see you at Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
As he returned to his gated community.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I mean,
did you see heart-stopping moment? Tyreek Hill, the NFL player, holds baby daughter in his arms and then leans over a 35-story balcony as cops were called to the home.
Right. Yeah. He can't. I mean, he stays in those domestic issues. I mean, he does. Like
He
I'm
pulled
not
a Michael Jackson.
Anything,
Remember when Michael Jackson was holding that blanket over, and it wasn't a blanket. I'm talking about his kid named
Baby.
Blanket.
Yeah.
Yep. And Minecraft obsessed teen boys are destroying movie theaters.
Oh my God, they're going crazy with the chicken jockey. Like they're just when that scene comes on, the whole
so they
place
do
goes
actual
nuts.
chicken jockey with each other
They
at the
do,
theaters.
But it's almost like I
They're
don't know.
spilling popcorn everywhere.
Yes, they're flinging it all over the place. I saw one theater where like people brought their own confetti. Like it was just right when that chicken jockey scene hits, it just the whole place.
The theater
goes nuts.
goes crazy.
Yeah,
and they get unruly,
but
and they say that the
these
teen
movie
boys.
theater workers are like, I don't deserve this hell. But I'm just like, I don't know. Can you?
Did you need to make a call?
Yeah, are you FaceTiming
the show's not over.
Or like, what's going
Almost
on there?
over, Nard. It's
almost over,
yeah,
bud. I know you didn't
can't
say
wait,
one
buddy.
word during that whole segment.
Friday
I got it.
is to like, geez, bro.
It literally just started.
Relax.
No, now you can call. All right, that's it.
Go ahead. Now
We'll
you can
see
make
you
the
in
call.
just a couple hours, people.